Howdy. Greetings, good fellows. Greetings, everyone. It has been a month since I did a podcast. I'm back alive. We did it. Me and Deontay tag team. Welcome to Dairy. Great episode. You should watch that.
Yes.
We may be a little late, but you know what? We got busy lives, so we're wrapping up 2025, even though it's almost February. But guess what? People got stuff to do. So yeah, we had movies to catch up on, but yeah, we're going to be wrapping up 2025. We're going to give our honorable mentions, our best movies. We may dog some movies in there. But yeah, we got Deontay, my boy, my co-host, Deontay.
Yes.
My beautiful boy. And then we got my other beautiful boy, Mac, the sexy boy, Mackie Mac.
Oh,
I was trying to say something funny and it didn't work. I'm sorry, Mac.
oh.
But
I thought he was going for Mac Daddy.
He put his letterbox there, so go follow him on Letterbox. He's actually been writing reviews. He just started writing reviews.
I didn't do it at all in 2025. 2026, I'm writing a review for every movie.
And I'm telling you right now, they're better written reviews than me. So go follow them.
That's not true.
And then we got the Queen, Bella, Craven Conventions. She's back in action.
Mm-hmm. The number one.
The number one. The reason why people probably watch our podcast is for her insightful takes.
No.
And
information and lies I frequently spread. I'm on here.
Shame. So much shame.
Go check out Craven Conventions if you haven't already. There's a few episodes out.
Oh.
There'll be another one soon. Don't worry about it. She's making sure it's perfect. All right. It's perfect. Like it's gonna be perfect when it comes in. So that's what we're gonna do, ladies and gents and peoples of the world. I hope you're not dying in the snow. I hope you're fine. I know the snowstorm is going crazy in America right now. I mean, it hit me here in Missouri. I know New York or wherever probably got hit. Mac is in the desert basically, so
we got snow 2 days ago and it just melted. It just melted.
He got snow. All right.
Wow, man.
So I hope you guys are staying warm. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Talk about the best movies of this year. 2025 was the best year since 2023, probably. It was definitely a better year than 2024. There's some top movies in here where I'm like, oh my God, these are in my new favorites for sure. Last thing I guess I have to say before we started this is if you come at me because I didn't see anything, I tried my best. I tried the most. I watched 129 new releases of 2025. I saw 103 at the end of the year. I had seen 103 the calendar year, and then in the last 3 weeks, I've seen 26 new releases. I've been frying my brain on 2025 movies, and just for you guys, I put so much effort into this. So yeah, you should like this and tell me how amazing I am in the comments for that.
Tell them.
And then me and Matt kind of pushed each other. Matt saw about 120 as well. So I don't know how many Bella saw. How many did you see? Do you think, Bella?
I have no idea. A lot. I didn't track them. I need to get better at Letterboxd, guys.
Letterboxd has been a lot better.
This is the year I finally commit to Letterboxd tracking, I think.
Yeah.
Deontay needs to get a Letterboxd as well.
I need one for sure. I've probably seen at least 10 movies.
At least 10. Hey, we're balling. And, also you could follow me on Letterboxd as well. I have a personal Letterboxd. I'm going to give it to you guys. You guys are special. Nobody knows my personal Letterboxd, but it's Jacob Smith 9817. It's not Jacob's Film Perspective. I didn't want to make it like a page. I just wanted it to be more personal, but I'll give it out here. And I'm starting to write Letterboxd reviews. I started a few weeks ago. Mac actually got me into it. It was the extra push I needed to start writing reviews on there. I don't write reviews for every movie, but every movie I see, I do log now. So you'll see what I've been watching if you do that. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's go with honorable mentions, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Who wants to go first? I'm not going first. That's too egotistical. It's my show. I already have my name on the show. Who wants to go first? You guys pick.
I would love for Jacob to go first.
Oh my god.
I'm messing. I can go first.
All right.
Oh, unless you got one. Unless you got one.
Well, we can start with Mac.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Max honorable mentions.
Let's go, Mac.
Oh, am I doing all of them? Okay.
Well, we can shoot back and forth however you guys want to do this. This is so chill. Like, we don't have to be like strict about it.
Mac said he has 125, so it may be best if Mac goes first.
Get it all off his chest.
Okay. I was just finishing this little list of honorable mentions. I just need to add one more, and then I will start talking.
Well, okay.
Good.
You know what? I'll just go while Max is doing that. I'll just go. Screw it. Okay. So my honorable mentions. All right. So we're giving our top fives. I'm gonna give. You know what? I'll give my top 20, but I'll go like real fast. I'm not gonna talk about like everything about. I'm just gonna name them basically. So this will be technically my top 20. 20 is Ethos. It is I will talk about this one because it is an indie film that not a lot of people are talking about. It's about this baseball field that's being shut down. And it's about these middle-aged guys that are playing baseball, and it's kind of like their last game they're playing before the stadium gets deconstructed, and they're turning into like a middle school or something. And it's kind of like friendship between the guys, and like getting older and having a hobby and stuff. And it's as somebody who used to play baseball, I really related to it. Really heartwarming, really great movie. Usually, everybody should check it out. It's very much like a Richard Linklater type film. Like before, it's kind of got the before trilogy, Dazed and Confused vibes. The conversations and stuff. Really great movie. 19, Good Fortune, just a great feel-good movie. 18, The Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. That's one of my favorite franchises ever. I'm a Mission Impossible whore, and that was amazing. 17, I'm about to get so much flack for this. Mac knows, I think, what I'm about to say because me and Mac watched it together.
Hey, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Hurry Up Tomorrow, the Weeknd's movie. Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Oh, I still haven't seen that movie.
I know it's nominated for Razzies. The Weeknd's nominated for Worst Actor. I don't care. I love The Weeknd. He's my favorite artist of all time. I mean, I'm gonna love it. If you love the album, it's a great piece with the album. And I love that album. It was my most listened to album of last year. So the movie is, I think, pretty great.
It's a top 20 film for me because it's in Jacob's top 20, and it was the only film we saw together.
Aww.
Yes.
Actually, it's like in my top 60, but I'll say it for the podcast.
Top 60. Woo.
Yes, I got to see my baby Mac back in May, and we watched Hurry Up Tomorrow together. He got to experience it with me. It was amazing.
Yes.
Where is it? I don't know where it's at.
16, Predator, Killer of Killers.
Oh,
Great animated movie. I'm a Predator fan. 15, Predator Badlands. 14, F1. 13, Together. 12, Eternity. 11, Sentimental Value. 10, Weapons. 9, Frankenstein. Now here comes the heat. I'm about to get so much heat for these two. But they didn't make my top 5. I'm sorry. They didn't make my top 5, but I do love these movies. I gave them a 5 out of 5. You can check my letterbox. Number 8 is Sinners. Number 7 is One Battle After Another. So,
all right.
And the last one for honorable mentions is one that nobody's talking about that should be talking about. I saw it back in April now. A24, one of the best war movies, Warfare. A24 Warfare. That was probably one of my favorite theater experiences of the year. It was the sound design, and that is impeccable. As a technical guy, I absolutely love the sound in that, so I had to be. I know it's crazy. Warfare is above Sinners and One Battle After Another, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. All right, don't hate me. I'm not. I swear. I'm an ally. Don't hate me.
Right, Jacob supports his troops too. So
yeah, I support the troops. Yeah, I support the troops, yo.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. Is all those movies, and that's it. So Mackie, it's your turn.
Okay, I got 9 of them. and they are actually the films that didn't make the top 5. So I'll just go 14 to 6. This first movie, the trailer I loved, and it was like my most anticipated. It came out in the first half of the year in June. It's called Life of Chuck, Mike Flanagan. Just a great film about life. The comedy, it's a little cheesy, but like the comedy, like for the style of the film, it's like so like well grounded for its like tone and the genre and whatnot, and just kind of makes you feel that life is that you are. I forget the quote of the movie. Shame on me, but that you are important, basically. I got Train Dreams at 13. Jacob's probably gonna hate me for it, but Train Dreams really was a great film, and all of these films were in my top 5 at some point this year. Another great film about life. Got Sorry Baby. Came out second half of the year. Quite a dark film about just like sexual assault, being a survivor, things like that. It's got some of the most beautiful, like nuanced acting and some great quotes in there. Really love that. Had The Long Walk at 11. I won't even talk about that because I'm sure it's going to get mentioned later. Long Walk was great. Materialists, another great film about relationships and themes and things like that. I have that 10. 9, I got Sinners. Where did you have it at, Jacob?
Sinners?
8?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah. Another great film. Probably one of like the most like inventive like horror films I've seen like in a while, and it's very different. Really love that. This film, God, I have it at 7, but like I think like just the acting from the main actress at one point, like just knocked it out for me. And she did a really great job. There was just one scene. She had like an angry scene in it. It was called Bob Trevino Likes It. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's with John Leguizamo. Basically this girl, like she loses her dad. She doesn't lose her dad, but her dad kind of exiles her because I don't know, he's just a shitty dad. And then she looks up and his name's Bob Trevino, and she looks up another Bob Trevino on Facebook and then befriends him, who lives in the area, and they become best friends, and he's like the same age as her, and it just gets crazy from there. A really heartfelt film. This next one, there's a trilogy called, it's the Oslo trilogy. Not the Joachim Trier who did Sentimental Value and all that, but this is another Oslo trilogy, also Norwegian films, shot in Oslo. It's the Love, Sex, and Dreams trilogy, and Dreams is the one that made it in to my top 10. Probably just like, I would say probably like the most nuanced acting maybe all year, arguably. Not a lot. It's a very simple plot. Not a whole lot happens, and the production value is low, but for what it is very strong. And then this film probably would have made my top 5. This is 6. I have Roofman here. I don't know if you guys saw Roofman. But Roofman, the only reason I just didn't keep it in there was just because it wasn't an original script and it was based on a true story. But I think it just hits every beat. And Channing Tatum is one of his best performances I've seen in his career. He basically like breaks into McDonald's and robs them, and then gets caught and put in prison, and then he breaks out and then hides in a Toys R Us, and then he like builds a relationship with like this woman at like a church, and then it gets crazy from there. But another good film. Those are all my honorable mentions.
Slay.
I love them.
Slay.
But they were amazing. Shout out that. Bob Trevino Likes It. Mac told me about that movie. That is a really great movie. Definitely check that one out. That's an underseen one too, for sure. Okay, so Let's go. You know what? Let's say the best for last. Let's go Deontay and then Bella.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you're giving me that much credit. That's so not true. These are all solid choices.
Right. My list was like maybe two honorable mentions for the year, and it'll go straight to the GOAT. It'll go straight to the GOAT. It's Bella. Clock it. Let's see.
Not true.
My
What are your two, Deontay?
two is, let's see. All right, number 7. I will say it is Shelby Oaks. So big shout out to the team behind Shelby Oaks. What's his name's Chris
Stuckman.
Chris Stuckman. So theater debut, incredible movie. A lot of experimentation that went on, and great lighting, great cinematography. As we said it before on the show, cast was awesome, and the movie had some genuine moments that spooked me and stayed with me forever. So it was not a forgettable movie. It is a movie you will remember if you watch it, and I highly recommend it. Definitely give it a chance. And my number 6 is, what was my number 6? Damn it, I don't forgot it already. What was my number 6? My number 6.
7.
I've already forgotten it. This is horrible. This is crazy.
All right. You know what? You think about it. We'll come back to you.
Right.
But for the Shelby Oaks, we have a full episode for that. Actually, me, Bella, and Deontay covered that, and Mac. Actually, I think all 4 of us did, didn't we?
Yeah,
exactly. All right, so definitely check that one out. That's a great episode. So if you want more on Shelby Oaks, we got a whole podcast for it.
Oh yeah.
And
then, actually, now I do remember. It's Predator Badlands. Thank God. So that was. I got to Google it real quick. The team that was behind Predator Badlands.
Yeah, we have a whole episode on that too as well.
We sure do. Let's see. What is it? So Dan Trachtenberg, of course, he's been responsible for a lot of Predator projects that's been coming out. You have like the great cast. First time we get a story from like the perspective of a Yatja. And just like Jacob said, we're all Yatja fans in here. I love myself some Xenomorph action, but last year was it was kind of a Xenomorph Yatja year, so I love that. It was a great year for sci-fi, great year for horror, and if you haven't seen this movie already, I think it's already out on streaming. I just don't know what streaming service it's on.
There's so many.
There's so many. But what Deontay said about, that's a great honorable mention. What he said is it not only a great year for sci-fi, but I forgot to mention that I said it was the best movie year since 2023. But this was such a great year that I literally have Sinners and One Battle After Another not even in my top 5. And those are like best picture movies. So like that's how good of a year this year was. Like those movies are 5-star movies, by the way. I gave them both 5 stars on Letterboxd, but they're 7 and 8. That's how many bangers we had this year.
The Sinners broke a record. It's 16 nominations. This only thing like under that was like Titanic and like 2 other movies at 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I in my opinion.
I rewatched Sinners and One Battle After Another in the last few weeks just to make sure, and they didn't hit my top 5. They failed. They both. One Battle went up 20 spots. Actually, I like One Battle a lot more in rewatch. But Sinners, I think it stayed the same. I think we just had Sinners was in my top 5 for most of the year, but then we had so many bangers in this last half that I kind of just. But yeah,
had to let them have it.
Bella's turn.
All right. So a few notes before I start this. My lists for this evening are exclusively horror, and do not come for me, but I am not including any of the franchise continuations. Don't hate me. So I did not include Predator. I did not include Bloodlines. I am not including any of the ones that are franchise continuations. These are all standalone films with the exception of one, but you'll understand why I'm including it anyways when we get to it because it's in my top 5. All right. I have 12. At the bottom, The Long Walk. That's my number 12. And I know we're going to talk about that. And there's also a lovely episode on Jacob's Film Perspectives where we talk about The Long Walk anyways. So you should just
we do have an episode.
Yeah. My number 11 is Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro.
Yes. Guillermo.
10 is Shelby Oaks. My
Shelby
number
Oaks.
9 is Good Boy. I don't know if either of you are aware of this one, but yes, it's the horror movie from the dog's perspective. I love it so much. My number 8.
Did you see that one, Jacob?
Did it
Good
what?
Boy.
Yeah,
Did you see
I
Good
watched.
Boy, Jacob?
I caught Good Boy. I really
Okay.
liked it. It was
Okay,
a
I
good
was
movie for sure.
Sorry, I did enjoy Good Boy.
I loved Good Boy. I thought it was so cute for a horror movie, you know.
Right.
My number 8, The Woman in the Yard.
Ooh, that's a
My
hot
number-
take, Bella.
I know that's a hot take. I'm aware this is a hot take. I really like The Woman in the Yard. I know that's controversial.
People are gonna come after you for that take.
They're going to
Come
come
on.
That's
after me for the next one as well.
insane.
I'm already prepared.
I didn't see it. I
Number
didn't see it.
7 is Opus. I
Opus.
really like this.
I liked Opus.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. And then my number 6, this was also nominated for an Oscar this year, and I was really surprised. It's The Ugly Stepsister.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it's nominated for special or makeup.
It's nominated for makeup and costumes, and I was like kind of shocked that they registered that this film exists because it is basically The Substance on crack.
Not even gonna lie, I didn't watch it because I have a queasy stomach sometimes, and I was like, I can't do it.
I can't watch the whole movie in full succession, and so that's also why I included it because I'm like, that alone is impressive. But yeah, like if you are squeamish about body horror, this is not the film for you whatsoever. It like completely surpasses every body horror film I have ever seen to date. It is that intense, and it is strictly like the female body that is coming into these major transformations in horrific ways. So those are my 12 through 6. But yeah, I'm prepared for flack.
Yes.
The only thing is, The Woman in the Yard. It's just that was like one of the most discourse I remember when that movie came out. I've seen Woman in the Yard as well.
Did you just like it?
Did I?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I did not care for that one. That's like out of the 129, I think it's like 123. So it's
so fair.
I did not care for that one. The ending kind of really rubbed me the wrong way. But I could see. I know some people have a little for it, but again, it's Blumhouse. Me and Blumhouse don't get along apparently. But yeah, I actually like that take though. That being 8 and then 6 being Ugly Stepsister. Those are some takes, let me tell you.
Thank you.
I
appreciate
love
that. You're gonna
love
be
that.
disappointed by my top 5 list now.
Oh man.
Oh, because like a lot of like I feel like I love all of y'all's honorable mentions because like a lot of these because I watch top of the year videos from a lot of people and they're all the same movies and like I feel like we have our top 5 is probably gonna be basic as hell, but our honorable mentions at least are very like spicy and unique. So I like I think we should deserve some praise for that because we have some fire top honorable mentions here going on.
Oh yeah. Make everybody get it and watch them.
So I was thinking this. Okay, so if I name a movie, like I'll give my number 5. If I give my number 5, because I feel like some of ours are gonna interlap a little bit.
Maybe.
I know me and Max aren't gonna interlap a lot. He already told me. I don't know about you.
We only have one.
We only have one.
Well, I'll let you know when it is.
All right.
But we could talk about it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't want to jump around a bunch because like I don't want to be like I talk about it and then somebody else talks about it because then we're just reiterating. So I don't know how you guys want to do this because I feel like we're gonna have some crossing.
I have an idea. How about if somebody has a film that comes earlier on in the queue, you both just tag team discuss it.
Okay.
Or whoever has it come up first.
All right.
Yeah.
I wanted to give that to the crowd here and make sure I didn't want to. But yeah, all right, we'll do that.
I can rock with that.
My number 5 is pull it up here because I'm old. Can't remember things. Number 5 is The Long Walk.
Oh yeah,
The Long Walk.
My number 1.
Oh, all right. So I mean, we have a whole episode on this, so this one we don't have to do much for, thankfully.
The one episode I wasn't in.
Oh yeah, actually, Deontay, you can actually give your points on here. Actually, so my number 5 is The Long Walk, but I'm going to let Deontay explain why he loves it so much because me and Bella already talked about it.
Yes. This
And
is
Deontay
my
didn't
number
get a chance.
1. Oh yeah, I might be the only person on planet Earth that loves this, but honestly, I am a sucker for Stephen King adaptations. I haven't seen too many bad Stephen King adaptations yet. The cast was all-star. You had Mark Hamill, which is like, he has quite a bit of history with Stephen King, and for him to be the villain of this movie is crazy. So he plays what, the general or the colonel, and these kids are given the challenge of walking across the United States basically for whatever prize they want in the entire world. And but there's a trick to it. So if you stop walking or you break certain rules one too many times, you get shot. You get killed, basically. So the military is following these kids around. These are like a big group of boys, and for the most part, there's a lot of like these guys are like from 19 to like maybe the oldest person was probably 24. So you got that generation of young boys, and the humor, the dialogue, and everything is catered just to how they talk to one another. And it is so realistic too. So it's like, I know they had to change the way they talk a little bit based on the book that Stephen King wrote. But for the most part, their accuracy to match the time period that we're in, that was awesome. It felt real down to earth. And there's moments where it's just like lots of wholesome moments. You see the characters like defending each other, willing to sacrifice their lives and put a lot on the line just so the other people can make it. And it's just like Jesus. It kind of restores your faith in humanity a little bit. It's definitely one of those movies where there's a grim reality to it, but there's also like a little glimmer of hope that kind of like makes you realize we're all not a piece of shit, basically. That's the best I can say about it. I'm gonna look up like the stats, or at least the cast and crew of it real quick. The Long Walk was directed by
Francis Lawrence, I think.
Francis Lawrence. So not a name I am long-term familiar with, but there's a screenplay by J.T. Molnar that I'm also like, Brand. I don't have like total awareness of what his resume is like, but there's actors like David Johnson. You've seen in other places. He's actually the synth from Alien Romulus, and then of course you got, let's see who else. There's at least one more really good actor in here.
You got Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, Cooper Hoffman.
Cooper Hoffman.
What? I didn't know that, actually.
Yep, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
I guess that makes sense. Wow.
Yeah, and I don't remember where I've seen him from.
He was in Licorice Pizza, the Paul Thomas Anderson movie, and he was in Saturday Night Live. Movie. If you've seen those, that's what I've seen him in. I don't know if he's been in another, but that's it too.
There's a kid. I think I do not want to get him wrong, but there's a kid in this movie that is, I want to say from It Welcome to Derry,
Yep.
the indigenous kid. He ended up playing
Daniel.
Rose's nephew. Yeah, and
He was in 2 Stephen King adaptations this year.
yeah. Last 2025 was a great year for Stephen King. I really love that. That's my favorite author of all time, and seeing him and Mark Hamill work together on a project was phenomenal. So everybody else may have their feelings about it. That movie uplifted my spirit times 20. So thank you, Francis Lawrence, for that masterpiece.
Yeah. JT Molnaire, so The Long Walk, that's my number 5. Strange Darling last year was my number 5, and he wrote and directed that. So 2 years in a row now, he's hit my number 5 spot.
Oh, he's got a pen on him. His pen game is powerful.
Yeah, he's definitely a great writer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, me and Bella talked about that. We have a whole episode. But yeah, Deontay loved it. Well, me and Bella loved it. I know Mac really liked it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just I saw it twice in theaters. Like I bought it on 4K. I love that movie so much. And it's really important, I think, in today's world for everybody to watch. It has a lot to say about violence and coming together more, and not being so hateful towards each other.
Yeah.
This is a good lesson. Very prescient to today's times, for sure.
I agree. I'm so sorry. I have to go let this cat out of my room. She is crying.
She's letting the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, if you haven't seen The Long Walk, it is now streaming on Stars. So if you have the Stars app or like a subscription through Prime Video, that's where you can see it for free.
I love Stars. I've had a subscription
so good.
for like over 10 years from Stars.
Let's do. How do you guys want to go? Do you want to go down, over, or do you want to go to my right or to my right? Yeah, and over.
Do we all have the same 4 square?
I think we're all the same 4 square, right?
I got you in the top right, Bella in the top bottom. Sorry, the bottom right. I'm in the bottom left. Deontay's in the top left.
Yes, I have that same layout.
Okay. We'll just go like a line. Okay, so we'll do Deontay, Mac, Bella.
Counterclockwise.
All right. So Deontay, what is your number 5?
My number 5 was Weapons. So Weapons was a Zach Kreger movie. Some people have like their mixed feelings about it, but for me, it was very innovative. The way that it was shot, the different like acts throughout the movie that follows the different characters, and it was so well put together. If I didn't have a whole lot of complaints about it, because we talked about it on the show already, and all-star cast: Julia Gardner, Josh Brolin, Benedict Wong, and there was one more person too, but
Amy Madigan.
She plays Aunt Gladys.
Me.
She deserves it. I hope she gets it.
Nominated.
I want her to win it. I want Aunt Gladys to win it.
I've been a huge fan of Amy for like, I don't know, for like at least 15 years now.
I mean, she's in my favorite sports movie, Field of Dreams. So
yeah,
she's been in movies since the 80s. She's an iconic actress. She deserves more love for sure.
And she played a great villain.
She did.
She's even getting a spinoff now. So, the Aunt Gladys movie.
Are we really getting that? Is that for real?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that was already approved. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
How they're gonna do it. I'm also gonna jump in with Deontay on this. Weapons is one of my top 5. It is my number 2 though.
All right.
I had it pretty high. I loved this movie. I thought it was like so brilliant. All of the social commentary that they managed to weave into this, as well as like the social dynamics of all of the townspeople rallying around various things that were never actually like, they shouldn't have ever actually been like the point. Like the whole plot of this film is like supposed to be about the children, but the way that just kind of spirals out of control and leads to chaos and infighting with all of the adults, I just thought was really beautifully constructed throughout that whole film to kind of show like how we as a society process our fear and emotions in very unhealthy ways. And also love the gerontocracy commentary that's happening with Aunt Gladys and her power shifting throughout the film. But those are, I'm trying to be succinct with that, but yeah, loved Weapons. So I will let us move on. Sorry.
So good. Also, the greatest chase scene ever.
Excellent chase scene. Oh my god, the scene where they literally had the guy on roller skates to shoot it.
Yeah, that's I behind the scenes, like where they was like the kids like jumping through glass and all that. Oh my god,
Julia Garner in the convenience store. They literally like showed footage back like behind the scenes, and they have the guy operating the camera on roller skates. I was like, that is insane.
He's such an innovative crew. Wow.
Zach Kreger is my favorite horror director working today. I love that man. Barbarian was I saw Barbarian like 3 times in theaters when it came out. I've seen it 4 times total now. Weapons I've seen twice. I saw it in theaters, and then I bought it as soon as it came out on 4K and showed my mom. She loved it. It's just Weapons is amazing. I love Weapons. It was my number 10, so I mean it was in my top as well. But
such an innovative movie. Like
if it wasn't for Sinners, it'd be the best horror film of the year for me, I think. But I think Sinners is the best horror film of the year, and then Weapons. But
I agree.
But yeah, I loved it. I actually saw it in 4DX, and that was have you guys ever been to a 4DX theater?
What is? Please explain.
Explain.
Okay. So, all right. So when I went to the Weeknd concert in Nashville back in August, me and my buddy, we stayed in a hotel overnight. And you know me, I'm the movie guy. So if we're somewhere, I'm going to watch a movie. So we were in Nashville, Tennessee, and we went to theater, and it has what's called 4DX. I've never been to one. This was my first time. So the seats, it's basically like a roller coaster ride movie. I wouldn't want to watch it if it's a very action heavy movie, because you're going to get thrown around a lot, because the seats move. They're all on like hydraulics, and they move and shake and vibrate. There's water. It shoots water in your face. When it's raining, mist comes down from the ceiling. And it has like little air pockets in the back of each seat. So like when like there's like a wind gust or something, it'll blow air in your face. And like it'll shoot, if there's like a blood scene, it'll shoot like water at you sometimes. Like it's a very sensory experience. Like if you're somebody that, you know, has sensory issues, I would not recommend going to a 4DX theater. Me and my buddy, we don't have those issues, and Weapons it was very tame for Weapons. I don't even know why Weapons was in that, because it wasn't really like a big blockbuster action, but it was the only Showtime we had to see. So that's why we saw 4DX. And we're like, well, hey, we've never been to a 4DX. What is this? So we would just want to experience it. But even the little bit that it made it move and stuff, it was almost too much for us. We're like, okay. But like, it's almost like a roller coaster ride. Your chair shakes. It did add to the effect though, because every time in Weapons, there's a lot of tracking where you get in the car, the car door shuts, and you follow the person driving. You feel the vibration of the car door shut in your seat, and you feel like you're riding in the passenger seat with like Josh Brolin in his truck. Like it does immerse you in the movie. I will say that it is very immersive. Like you feel like you're riding in a car. Like even the bumps in the road, the chairs like move with the bumps. Like it's pretty wild. It is a pretty wild experience.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
So I saw Weapons in 4DX, and it was a good time. When there's like one of the gory scenes, it sprayed like water in my face. When it's raining in the movie, there's like mist coming down from the ceiling. It was pretty wild. But yeah, we were in there with a few. There's some. I think they were college age girls. They were just having the time of their life. They're screaming, laughing. Like it's like a fun. It's not amusement park, but it kind of gives that feeling. But it was fun. But yeah, so that's 4DX.
40X.
I love it.
Who was next on the number 5? Was it
Blake.
Mac?
Hi, Blake.
Believe it is me.
Yeah.
What up,
Mac.
Blake?
It's your
Cool.
turn.
I'm excited because
five.
nobody knows my top 5 because I've been revealing my ranked list like over the last month, and I've been saving the top 5 for this this podcast. So nobody knows my top 5. I haven't even told Jacob anything. So and all those honorable mentions were in the top 5 at some point. I had a really tough time choosing this. So this first film, it was an indie film, and I caught it randomly in theaters in October, I want to say. And it really reminded me of one of the films that my best friend Jackson Bradshaw, which you two know,
Oh yeah.
it would remind me of something he would write in our friendship. It's called Twinless. I don't know if you guys know of it or seen it, but it's written by James Sweeney, who also stars in it, and it is about this guy. His name's Roman. He loses his brother Rocky, who James Sweeney, his character, he has like a relationship with, and Roman's brother Rocky is gay, and so is James Sweeney. And then Rocky gets hit by a car and dies in front of him in a car accident. And then James Sweeney, he fakes going into a like a health like support circle kind of group, a support group, and for people who have lost their twins, and he like fakes like having a twin so he can get with Dylan O'Brien's character Roman, and he basically lies about it, and it's like it just gets so chaotic after that, and the whole movie is just so uncomfortable, and like visceral, I guess, and maybe not the visuals, but I would say just like situationally, like there's some crazy stuff that happens in that third act. And then also the girl that Roman ends up with, Dylan O'Brien's character, it just kind of reminded me of my friendship and relationship with Jackson growing up in college, and like it kind of reminded me of one of the girls I would date. And then also, yeah, James Sweeney, he's trying to date the other twin or like have a relationship with him to cope with the loss of his brother. And then Dylan O'Brien, he plays both twins, which is crazy too. And I think he honestly like gives one of the best like performances this year. I don't know if it was like Oscar worthy, but I would like throw it right up there. I think his performance is very underrated. Yeah, just a great film overall.
Yeah, I love Twinless as well.
Yeah, Twinless, very fun. Nobody really knows about it either. I think just because it wasn't shown in a lot of theaters, but
I saw it and got excited because it was like one of like the 3 Dylan O'Brien resurfacing films.
Nice.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien has had a resurgence lately for sure.
Yep.
I'm about to Google him because I have no idea who this is.
He's in a movie called Send Help with Rachel McAdams.
Sam Raimi's new movie.
Yep,
yeah.
Sam Raimi's movie.
And then he had
comes out this weekend.
Yeah, and then he had another one that came out that was like he was playing a politician of some
Anniversary.
sort. Yes, there we go.
Nice.
I watched that one.
He's 34. Nice.
Yeah. I the first time I saw Dylan O'Brien was a movie called American Assassin with Michael Keaton. It came out like in 2017. I saw it in theaters. I never watched. I know everybody loves the Teen Wolf series. I never watched that. My sister was into that. I wasn't into that, but yeah, that's where I know a lot of people love him from.
He's in all the Maze Runner movies.
Oh yeah, those two.
That's how
I never watched those.
Yeah. The same height as me too. Damn. We're like, damn, bro. All right. Okay, twin.
But yeah, Twinless. I agree with Matt. Great movie.
It was a perfect comment for Twinless. Yeah, and then the girl, she's an Irish actress, but her name's Aisling Franciosi. I had to look up how to pronounce her last name, but she was, I'd never seen her in anything, but she's like a big, like, she's kind of an up-and-coming Irish actress who's a breakout star. I thought she had, like, some of the best energy and, like, I've seen in a movie this year. I thought she did really well.
Nice.
Yeah, she's infectious in that movie.
Yeah, like, for real.
You can watch this on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on Hulu, Disney Plus now.
What? I didn't even know that. Maybe I'll
Nice.
go rewatch it. I only saw it once in theaters, but
I had to rent it at home, but yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great pick. And to Mac's point, it does feel like something Jackson would definitely write. That
it
feels
just like reminds me of like my life and like a film we would want to make, and like I was
Yeah.
like, this is just so smart. I loved it. I was just like, this is like the kind of stuff I want to like go to the movies for, the kind of films I want to make. I was like, this has to go in the top 5.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
me and Mac were co-cinematographers on a movie that Jackson directed, and I think we're both executive producers as well on that. But we did it in college. It was our college film. But I know it's not Untitled Self-Portrait. Shout out.
I will link it in the chat.
Yeah,
For
Mac
everyone
is
if you
going to
wanna
put in the
watch
chat. Go check out Jackson's college.
It has gone viral on YouTube. It has like over like 200,000 views.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
like
amazing.
it is a universal love story. I loved it. Especially it's a queer love story between two people, and it's very, very heartfelt, really well done. It's won actually
over
some awards.
300,000. It's gained over 100,000 views in the last year.
Yeah.
It's won some awards at some film festival, short film
Yeah,
festivals.
it won a lot of awards too.
Like it is, and we're not just saying this because we worked on it.
Yeah, no,
but
it's looking like it was all of our. I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think it was Jacob's first short film, but it was mine and Jackson's first short film that we ever made.
it was my second.
Yeah. So.
Wait,
it
you
was-
guys, are you talking about Jackson Bradshaw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend.
No, Jackson. He wrote and directed and like edited the whole thing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
then-
I literally have a
and
play by them that I need to read.
Yeah.
SEMO alumni, almost our whole
Shout out.
crew
Yeah,
right here.
yeah, no, Jackson's like, yeah, he would remind me of everything in Twinless. But yeah, anyway, I dropped the link in the chat if anybody's interested in watching it. It's a short film, like I don't know, 15 minutes, give or take.
Can you put it in the main comments? You put it in the private chat.
Oh, I don't want them. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Keep
Jackson deserves it. Actually, and you know what? We deserve it too. Me and Mac were co-cinematographers on that and executive producers. I got on my knees for that movie. So there's remember the scene on the bed when they're fighting on the bed? And
You were on the bed.
I had to get on my knees and be very close to two guys that were supposed to be fighting on a bed. It was very hard for me because my knees are bad. But yeah.
You don't
As
have
an
the
old
Megan
man.
Thee Stallion knees. Mhm.
As an old man. It was my idea, by the way. I was like, I want to do a handheld shot for this scene, and Jackson let me do it. Jackson's a great director. He actually listened to our ideas and let us try things. Like in the script, that wasn't a handheld shot, but I asked him. I was like, what if I got on my knees and like really got in there and like did a handheld like to add like the? He's like, yeah, I love that. I was like, all right. So
Man.
yeah, he's a great person to work with. Go check that out for sure.
Watch their work.
Yes, they deserve all the love. Okay, so number 5, Twinless. Bella's turn.
Bella's turn.
Hey, okay, mine is also, I believe, technically an independent film. It's Lurker. It was one of I loved
Yes.
this movie.
It was a great movie. Great choice.
One of the 4 or 5 movies in the horror genre that was about the music industry that came out in an 18-month period. Like we had Trap, we had Hurry Up Tomorrow, we had Opus, and then we had Lurker. And to me, Lurker was the best, like hands down. No offense to The Weeknd. I'm sorry, Jacob. This film, I had such a visceral reaction watching this one in the theater. I was like, it made me so anxious. I had to pace the movie theater after I finished watching it. Like, I can't go home like
Yes.
this. I thought that this story was just so well constructed of watching somebody who is so completely on the outside of this group and so desperate to be a part of it go completely and totally insane in such a realistic way. I'm like, it made me rethink every celebrity I ever see in public and their teams. I'm like, how many of those people actually deserve to be there, and how many of them literally just like manipulated the system to be there and are holding everybody else hostage? Like, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. It's a great think piece, but I think I'm just fascinated by the music industry, and this one like genuinely made me rethink like privacy and the people like we let into our friend groups and how well we actually know them versus what they want us to know about them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that. But yeah, Lurker. That's my 5.
That reminds me of a TV show, a certain TV show in particular, which is starring The Weeknd and executive produced by him.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched that out of respect to my weekend. I can't watch my boy fumble like that.
Yeah, he plays a very, very toxic like manager or A&R person for Lily Depp's characters. I cannot remember the name of the show now.
The Idol, I think.
The Idol, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's HBO Max.
I never watched it,
HBO Max.
but it had some banger songs. There's some banger songs that came out of that.
That soundtrack was incredible. It was
But I will never watch it just out of respect for my boy, because I know that he really doesn't. He tries to separate himself from that. He did not like what went down with that. So understandably, from the clips I've seen, understandably.
Speaking of the music though, like low-key, why do I kind of want the artist in Lurker to be a real artist? Like, I loved the music in that.
The music was actually really good. I was like, this could
his
drop
song
and
was
people
good.
would listen and buy it. Like all the music was fantastic, and I don't really listen to that music, but I was like, yeah, this is a vibe.
The audacity of them give us bangers and then just call it.
Another thing about Lurker that I liked was, as somebody who's in not just the music industry, but like the content creation space, there's a lot of stuff about influencers and content creation and stuff like that. And there's little things I saw in Lurker that I've encountered in smaller doses, definitely. But like I've encountered some people that are kind of that area when it comes to content creation. So it was, uncomfortable. Like Bella said, anxiety inducing. It was probably one of the most uncomfortable watches for me. I watched it at home. I wish I could have seen it in theaters. My theater did not get it, but I also saw that movie. Mac just watched it a few days ago. I think it was the last.
I think it was the last movie I watched. I'm not even joking, but if not, it was the second last one I watched. But yeah, that was in my top 20. It almost made my top 20, and I saw like 120 films about. So
I think it was in my top 30. I want to say. So fantastic though. Absolutely just creepy.
Yeah.
Very realistic too to today's world, sadly.
Always grounded in some truth.
Like Bella said, I could really see it does make you look differently. Like I bet what happens in that movie, maybe not to the extreme degree, but what happens in that movie probably has happened around these famous people, musicians and stuff.
And I mean, like even on smaller scales, like in personal relationships, like how many people you think that you know, and then they kind of show a very different side, very toxic side of themselves very abruptly. And then it's a little too late.
Oh, kind of reminds me, because there's several sports movies that does this too, like Him that came out last year with Marlon Wayans, and it's just like, oh, you want to be the GOAT, and it just shows like an athlete's journey to become the greatest in football, and it's not what they think it is. So makes you wonder what inspired that, like what athlete specifically.
For sure.
Yeah. Is that all you have on Lurker?
I think so. I mean, I could talk about it a lot more, but I don't think that's necessary for this evening.
Yeah, just go watch Lurker.
Go watch Lurker.
Cool,
I think it's better if you go into it knowing less.
I agree.
It's one of those
Yes.
experiences where you just like, if you go into it, just a simple premise and you go into it. Because I didn't know much about it when I watched it like 5 months ago or something. And I was like, I was like, this seems interesting. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment watching this.
So it's not for free. You have to pay for it on like Prime TV.
But
and
also it's a Mubi original. It's a Mubi release. They also did Substance, and Mubi has a free trial that you can do a 7-day free trial and then cancel it. So
I
you
just
can
did that. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, so like you can watch it for free on Mubi if you do the free trial and then just cancel it.
I feel like we just ran an ad for them too, so they should sponsor us.
Actually, they probably will hate me. They probably will hate me because I told them to cancel the free trial. I basically told
Don't
them
cancel it.
I basically told them how to use their service for free.
You did, like, how many people do the free trial and then forget to cancel it? Like,
That's true.
you're still running an ad.
Fair.
I actually think I'm gonna keep my subscription, but
Hey,
I'm not even joking. Like,
hey,
I see
Guy
some-
My Love is on there. Ephus is on there. Ephus was in my honorable mentions. Ephus
need
is
to
a
see
movie. Die My Love, The Mastermind with Josh O'Connor is on there. There's
That too.
quite a few. Substance, obviously. There's quite a few good movies on Mubi.
Ooh.
Okay. I guess we'll go to my number 4. Are you guys ready? I feel like I'm gonna get. I'm very. I don't know. So I've been known. Blake always disses me for this.
Uh-oh.
That I am a Marvel boy hater. I hate Marvel. I have been known as the MCU hater in past times. I've gotten some heat for like, oh, Jacob, you just like indie pretentious films. You don't like the big comic book movies. Well, guess what?
Captain
Fantastic
America,
Four.
Brave New World.
No.
Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four is my number 4.
Hey.
We did a podcast on this. My
Yeah, it
memory's
was
so
Superman
bad.
and Fantastic Four on that.
Me and Deontay tag teamed a podcast on this. I'm not gonna go too long on it. It was the best comic book movie of the year, I think, by far. Suck it, Superman. I think Fantastic Four. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved Fantastic Four. I was a Chris Evans stan before he was Captain America. When he was Johnny Storm, I was obsessed with him in kindergarten when that movie came out. I dressed up as the Human Torch for Halloween the year that movie came out. I love Johnny Storm and the Human Torch because of that movie. That's one of my favorite comic book characters in general. And so seeing him back on the big screen, Joseph Quinn doing an amazing job. Pedro Pascal was great. Vanessa Kirby. Forgot who plays the thing. He's from The Bear. Ben.
I cannot pronounce his last name.
Eben something. Yeah, but
Mubarak.
Yeah.
Mubarak. Oh, Ebon Moss Bachrach.
Yeah.
Moss Bachrach.
That guy. He played the thing. He was great. The guy that directed it was. For the MCU, I am not an MCU person at all. Like Avengers Doomsday, I'm not even that excited for, honestly. I'm just being honest here. And Fantastic Four brought back, it reminded me of why I used to love the MCU in high school and college, like why I was into it at one point in time. Like it brought me back to the old, it felt like early, Iron Man days of MCU. It felt like the old days. The cinematography and CGI is incredible in that movie. The visual effects, I couldn't believe it was an MCU movie. The visual effects were insane. I even looked at my friend halfway through. I was like, this is an MCU movie, right? Because I was like, the visual effects were top notch in this movie. The world they created. I love the Fantastic Four. I saw it twice in theaters. I don't know why I love the Fantastic Four. I've never read any of the comics, but I think it's because when I was a kid, I watched the original movies, and I think I have nostalgia with that. And seeing it again on the big screen was just awesome. This is by far the best one. And it even made me go back and rewatch the ones from when I was a kid, and they hold up. They're good movies still. I like both of the classic Fantastic Four movies. That was before the MCU. Chris Evans was young. It was Jessica Alba. I love those movies still. And yeah, Fantastic Four is my number 4. Fantastic movie, obviously. But we did a whole podcast on. I'm not going to say much. We did a whole podcast on it, but
oh yeah,
is that anybody's? I don't think that any. Is that any? Is it?
That's my number 2.
All right, so me and Deontay can tag team this here.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say? I know we did a whole episode, but
yeah, big shout out to Matt Shackman. I think he was the director. He came from, I want to say Ant-Man. Was he Wonder Man?
WandaVision.
Oh, WandaVision. Yeah. He was WandaVision and one other project. But WandaVision was also one of the upper echelon, like great quality TV shows that came out of Marvel Studios. So Max Chapman is like leading the charge right now outside of the Russo brothers for Marvel Studios. So hopefully the Russo brothers come back and dethrone him, because right now Fantastic Four First Steps is like my favorite, and this is like post Avengers Endgame too. So right now we got Spider-Man Brand New Day coming, and we got Doomsday coming. Everybody's shitting on Doomsday, and it's not even out yet. But Brand New Day is 2026. Remember that. A new Spider-Man movie, and we haven't had one bad one yet. Not one bad Spider-Man movie yet, and it's Tom Holland. Yes, suck it, Andy Garfield. So, I also love the rest of this cast because I had my doubts. Pedro Pascal being picked as Reed Richards was insane to me. I was like, we love Pedro, right? He's Hollywood's number one daddy figure, and he pulled it off. He pulled it off. The script was so well suited for him. He plays the world's smartest man very well, and he is a great husband and a great father figure for pregnant Sue Storm, which is played by Vanessa Kirby. Like Jacob said, Joseph Quinn is in the movie. You got other actors like what's his name? John Malkovich was in there for a short amount of time. We get the best Galactus that we've ever seen in all of live action history, played by Ralph Ineson. And Julia Garner is the lady Silver Surfer for this movie. So really proud of the choices that were made for this movie. The budget was like 280 something million, and I think the movie made under that, but it was still like rewatchable, and you can go to Disney Plus and stream the shit out of it. Because it's worth your time, and it's a huge part of going forward with the MCU. So definitely check that out. My number 2 by far, and my number 1 as far as Marvel movies goes.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Like I loved it. I wish more people talked. It kind of came and went. Is one of those. It didn't get really talked about as much, and I think it deserves more love. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. It's just a fun, under 2 hours, fun, brisk-paced superhero movie, and it made me excited for superhero movies again, which is very hard to do right now because I'm very burnt out on them. So, I just loved it, and yeah, that's my number 4. So your number 4, Deontay.
My number 4 is none other than Sinners. Yay! Big shout out to Ryan Coogler, man. This is a great year for him. 16 nominations at the Academy Awards. I could name all the categories all day. But my personal takes on this is the cinematography was incredible. The storytelling was a lot of fun. There was some experimentation through this, like having a scene where they would travel through periods of time and listening to different genres of music. The special takes on like cryptids, vampires, and all of that, and having one character know all about them, so they were able to defeat themselves or defeat the vampires. And then they had paid homage to like the Irish culture behind all of it. They paid homage to like the indigenous history behind all of this, and then they, you know they got some black culture up in there too. So I absolutely love that. All-star cast, and of course the dynamic duo themselves, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. They went above and beyond to make two twins, Smoke and Stack, and the way that they executed that was insane. So if you haven't seen the behind the scenes for that and how Michael B. Jordan went through hell to get his twin shots to line up perfectly, it'll blow your mind. It's definitely worth investing in, and maybe like Ryan Coogler can explore other like mythical creatures in the future and different stories. Like this is vampires in a time where blues is very prominent. Maybe give us a werewolf movie with other genres involved. So pretty sick, great idea, and the rest of the world kind of agreed on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump in because Sinners is my number one.
Wow! Yes!
Shocking, I know. Yeah, I second everything Deontay had to say about it. But yeah, like the score, the acting, the cinematography, the script, like just across the board, I thought this was one of the best stories told this past year. The fact that it happened to be in the horror genre was just a happy accident. I probably would have included it anyways, even if it wasn't. I feel like this movie has so many really important cultural touchstones and so much symbolism regarding community, and that is so important right now. Not to mention like the music. If you have not listened to the score or the soundtrack of Sinners, you are missing out. It has some of the most excellent music in a film that genuinely does drive the story forward in a non-musical setting. Like there is so much packed into the lyrics of those songs, and even into like the guitar riffs, like having that be such a big part of the plot, the one character who plays the guitar and how he's like learning guitar. Like there's so much to unpack within Sinners, and I'm going to get off topic very quickly, so I'm going to leave it at that. But you should watch it. It's nominated for many Oscars.
Absolutely. You can catch it on HBO Max.
Correct. I think it's also on Prime.
Oh,
I saw
you
it
got
pop
two
up on
options.
different platforms. I'm not sure which one it's free on.
I know for sure, like HBO Max is going to be keeping it for a little while longer, and now that it's nominated for so many awards, they might not even get rid of it. So y'all better watch it while you can.
Or you could just buy the 4K or Blu-ray. Physical media forever. But yeah, I own it on 4K, and that's how I watched it at home. I agree with everybody. What they said. I know it's my number 8. I know I have Fantastic Four above it. Sue me, but
I will.
You won't get much money. I'm sorry, but
Damn it.
Fantastic Four, yeah, was above it, but Sinners, like I said, it's a 5 out of 5 masterpiece for me. It was actually a 4. I gave it a 4.5 on first watch, and on rewatch, it went up to 5 stars. I think it's just because there's so much there. It takes you kind of 2 watches to really absorb everything, and I still probably have missed so much. I think that's I think that's what's good about Sinners. You can catch so much on every watch. Like it's so rich, and I agree with that on Bella. There's so many little details. Like I remember when it came out, Deontay was sending me TikTok videos about like the background lore and stuff, and there's so much little things, like little like 1 second things that like are huge, like culturally and stuff. It's just like insane what they fit into that script.
Like the music, the religion, the race wars. There's so much.
Man, it feels like he was working on this movie like his entire life, because it's like how did you do that much due diligence?
It's kind of a magnum opus of a film. Like
it truly is.
The music, and as somebody who loves music, I loved how the music was used. Like I really loved and the power that the music had in the film. How powerful the music was in that film was just amazing. And like we said, like Deontay saying about that one scene, I mean that's probably one of the best scenes in the last decade in any film.
I'm like, that's an iconic scene right there. Like people will be referring back to that for years to come.
Yeah,
yeah, that'll be one of those scenes that like people reference. And I mean, the soundtrack, I think people will reference. It was I don't know how to say his last name. Is it Caton?
Miles Catone. I think it's Catone.
I don't want to mispronounce it, but I think it was his first movie role, and he was fantastic. He has an amazing voice, absolutely incredible voice. He actually has been releasing new songs since Sinners. You should go check out his other music. I've actually listened to a few of his other songs outside of the Sinners movie. Great musician, great first acting role. I'm just absolutely beautiful voice. I Lied to You is an iconic song.
Oh yeah,
that song is icon. That is like a masterpiece song. One of the top songs of the year. If that wins the Oscar for best song, I will not be mad. I think it probably will, and it deserves it. Yeah, Sinners was fantastic. It was. We didn't actually get to talk about it. We didn't do a podcast. It was kind of in a weird period of time in my life where I wasn't able to do podcasts on it. So I'm glad we're getting to talk about it now.
Yeah, Miles Catone is actually like a blues artist before the role too. So it was just like a great slam dunk for Ryan Coogler. Yeah.
I think is he from Memphis? I think he's from, I thought he was from Memphis or somewhere around that Tennessee area.
He is a Brooklyn-born actor and musician.
Brooklyn, wow.
Oh.
His bluegrass capabilities are just absolutely astounding.
Genius.
As somebody who, and even me, because as somebody, I'm a white guy, so what can I say? But as somebody who grew up, I grew up in Southern Missouri. They get the South really well, even though it's like 1920s South, 1930s South, I think it is, or what is it, like 1920s, somewhere in there?
Yeah.
The music, that type of music is still very relevant to like my area. Like even where I live, like where I live very close to Memphis and Nashville. Like that's still such a thick, just reverence in this whole area that I'm from. So I kind of connected to it on that level, even not know, being obviously I never had to struggle with those struggles, but I could connect to it from the music side of things and the Southern side of that. I really appreciated the effort he put into, because I know Ryan Coogler's from California, so it was pretty incredible that he was able to get the South so well.
Yeah.
As somebody who's from a very southern place, you don't think Missouri is a southern place, but for Southeast Missouri is a very country southern place. Deontay can vouch for that.
Right by the Mason-Dixon line. Yeehaw.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. But yeah, and not all good, obviously, but there is still some great things about this area, and it kind of made me appreciate it that more just watching the movie. Even though it's set in Mississippi, there's similar music and kind of ties there to this where I'm from. So I really like that part of it too.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sinners also has some of the best casting of any of the films that came out this year, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Coogler did such a fantastic job weaving in all of these different cultures.
He did.
And having a very diverse cast that still existed so well in this I think it's 1932 that it's set in.
Because I know they fought in World War One.
Huh?
I know the brothers fought in World War One.
Yeah.
So I know it's a little bit after that.
Yeah.
First World War was 1912 through 14.
I think it was.
Was it 1914 to 18?
They fought the Vietnam War.
So I know 1914 is one of them.
14 to 18, I think.
Yeah.
That's 4 or 5 years. It ended in 18 or 19. It may have been 5 years.
Because World War II was like late 30s.
Like
1930s.
It depends. For America, it was 1942.
Yeah.
But it started in like 39.
I want to say
later.
The twins fought in the Vietnam War.
It wasn't the Vietnam.
14 to 18. 14 to 18.
14 to 18.
Cool.
It was World War I. It was definitely World War I. Vietnam War was about 50 years in the future there.
Oh, yeah. My dates for the Vietnam War is like The twins fought in at least one war.
And the
one
subtlety,
thing-
Has to be World
this-
War One because 1932. I just googled. It is set
and
in
the
1932.
subtlety of that, because like you just get the little where his hand, he gets the tremors, the handshakes, and that was like a very common thing for soldiers to have back then that nobody knew what it was. They just called it. There was a name they called it. I think they just called it the shakes or shell shock or something like that. It wasn't, it wasn't the PTSD wasn't diagnosed back then. So like even the little details of that, and like it's so small, and it's not even really part of the story, but it's so rich. That's like the best word. It's so rich with ideas and detail. And that script.
His due diligence was no joke for this movie.
Fantastic film. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, just look this up about Sinners. If it wins Best Picture, it'll be the first horror movie since, do you guys know which movie is the only
Silence of the
horror
Lambs.
movie? Silence of the
Silence of the
Lambs since 1991. The only horror movie to win Best Picture since Silence of the Lambs. Kind of crazy.
That's Silence of the Lambs is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Wow.
And I don't classify that as a horror film to me. I think it's more of a thriller. So I think Sinners will be like the first like legit true horror to win it. I think because Silence of the Lambs is more thriller for me. I mean, it is horrifying, but I just see it more as a crime thriller than a horror movie.
I don't disagree with that. Silence of the Lambs, I feel like, has 2 scenes in it that are maybe horror, but the rest of it is straight up a thriller.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like the Jaws debate. I don't think Jaws is a horror movie, really. But
Ooh, I don't know if I agree with you.
I feel like it's more of an adventure film. But
It is. It's a very anxiety-inducing nature film. You're not wrong.
and just like I see more adventure in it because the score is so whimsical in Jaws. If you listen to that score, it's not very horrifying. It's a very whimsical score by John Williams in a lot of ways. But yeah, Sinners, amazing. I loved it. Of course, Bella loved it. It's her number 1. Deontay, it's his number 4, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Slay.
Mac, what's your number 4?
My number 4, I saw this movie all the way back in March, and it has held up since March very well. It's been moving in and out of the top 5, but I found a place for it. It's called The Ballad of Wallace Island. I don't know if you guys seen of it, but it is about 2 musicians who they get linked back together through a guy who owns an island all by himself, and he wants them to. They used to be lovers and performers, and then he's paying them to do this concert. They don't know they're meeting up there. They meet up there, and then she's married, and she brings her husband with him, and they try to do this concert, and he's like still kind of like in love with her. And when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was just like, okay, these characters are kind of weird. The music seems like it's not really my kind of music. I'm like, what's going on here? I feel like the music was enough like to intrigue me though. Like, and I was just like, okay, I'll go see it. And like, it looked like it was like beautifully shot. It's like in a beautiful like British like isle, maybe like off of Wales or something. I don't know. But once I got into I feel like the trailer, the music pulls you in for the trailer, or the music pulls you in for the movie from the trailer, and then the story from the movie itself makes you want to listen to the music after. And it didn't really like click for me. When I finished the movie, I was just like, I was kind of upset just because the main character is just like really like pessimistic and like selfish, and I guess he learns to accept and become more giving to others without spoiling it too much. That's kind of like his character arc. But I don't know, the story kind of moved me, and I just gave the soundtrack a listen after. And I guess the story kind of motivated me to listen to the music after. But when I listened to the soundtrack, I was just like, this is such a beautiful story. And I was inspired to listen to it because I went to Ireland somewhere, which is beautiful, but it kind of reminded me of the island. and I was like listening to it over there, and I was like, wow, I really like slept on this film. So I gave it a few rewatches, and yeah, yeah, great film. Not a lot of people have seen it. Really slept on. Carey Mulligan's in it, and then two actors you probably wouldn't know. They're British, but like the comedic, like it's very subtle, like British humor, and I think it was really well done. And I don't know, it kind of helped me like learn to appreciate this music. I really enjoyed this film.
Yeah, it was directed by James Griffiths. I'm not sure. I don't remember who this guy is. Hold on. It's like a
Yeah.
oh shit.
Got
He
me to
was
watch it.
he was a producer on TV shows like Blackish and Grownish.
Mm.
Interesting resume he has there.
But yeah, I agree with that. What Max said. He actually got me to watch it because it wasn't really on my radar at all. And
Yeah.
I watched it, and I think it's in my top 30. I want to say. I really enjoyed it as well. And Mac is right. It does have a thing where like you're kind of not into the movie, and then by the end of it, it kind of does a little magic trick on you where you're just like, oh man, that's actually very poignant and emotional in a way. It made me feel something at the end of it, at least.
Yeah, like it doesn't have the most satisfying ending, but like thematically and like I guess thematically it gives you like a sense of empathy for other people and for like to appreciate the things you have, I guess, and what you can do for others. A lot of selflessness, giving to others. Kind of it's like a kind of like a dark comedy almost. Like it's a really like nuanced, like strange film to describe. Really haven't seen much like it.
Yeah, it has a. I agree with that. It has a. It has like a weird.
Yeah.
It definitely has like a weird vibe to it. Like, it took me like 45 minutes or something to kind of get on its wavelength, because it does have that, like Max says, kind of like a British type of humor, and sometimes I've noticed, at least with my dumb American mind, sometimes when I watch British stuff, it takes me a while to get on their wavelength. But then once I got on it, I was like, oh yeah, this is very interesting, really deep with emotions in a lot of ways. And like, yeah, it actually helped me personally too in some ways, because there's a good story in there about like moving on from things that don't serve you, and kind of like letting things be in the past. And I won't spoil stuff about that. But that's kind of a thematic element running through the film. And at that point in my life when I watched it, I was kind of struggling with something with that. And it kind of, watching that film actually kind of helped me. So like, I really appreciated it for that.
Yeah, moving forward is always the better direction.
Kind of like a guy who like has been corrupted by like not greed, but like I guess fame and love. He's been corrupted by love and fame, and he kind of like lets it get to his head, and he's kind of a hopeless like man. And this is the guy who is in the relationship with Carey Mulligan's character, and I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a great film.
And I think it's on Peacock, I want to say. I think you can watch it on Peacock.
Yeah, or Amazon, maybe Amazon Prime. I'm not sure, but yeah, and it all takes place on this island, and like for what it is, like I don't know, the island's so beautiful, and like even though it's mostly in one location, I mean it's not all in like the little house that this guy has, but it takes place on the island. Like the cinematography on that island, I don't know, it's just so beautiful that like you can forgive it, and it's kind of a simple story, but the music, if you give the music a listen after you watch it, like it really gives the story like a whole backstory and so much depth to it.
Yeah. You guys should watch it. It's Bella's turn. Number 4. Number 4.
Okay, for full transparency, my 3 and my 4 keep flipping, but I'm gonna leave this as my 4 final word. My number 4 is Bring Her Back, the Danny and Michael Philippou movie. That is maybe a continuation of Talk to Me. It lives in the same universe. I did not like Talk to Me. I know this is a controversial statement because a lot of people loved that one. I thought Bring Her Back was hands down significantly better. Bring Her Back, for me, almost like gave me like Ari Aster vibes. Like it made me think of, I kept thinking of Hereditary while I was watching it. And I haven't seen Hereditary in a very long time, but just like that through line of like grief and the horrific ways that we process grief and like can't let go of the people that are no longer with us. Like that was the thing I kept thinking about in my mind. I know that they are very different films, but this one, I'm also including it in as my 4 because it has some of the most gruesome scenes involving children that I have ever seen. This one, I'm trying to figure out how to say this without giving like way too much away, but essentially like there is a child who is serving as a vessel for a very scary demon angel creature in the air. But while they are undergoing like this major transformation, it causes a lot of like physical body horror moments throughout the story. And beyond that, it is a story about a woman who has lost a child and she just wants her desperately back. And she is like willing to do anything to bring her back, including murdering other children. But it is genuinely a story that has a very deep emotional core to it, despite also having these major spectacle horror moments. And that is why I'm including it. Like, I thought it did a really nice job balancing that in a way where like the overall message still resonates by the end of the film. And I left it more sad than horrified. So I was like, this is impressive. But yeah, if you haven't seen Bring Her Back, I can't say like it's not going to make you a little squeamish if you are someone who is easily scared by like gore in a film. But I do think it's like worth the watch. I don't know if you guys saw this one. I'm assuming yes.
I have not, unfortunately.
Deontay, you naughty boy.
I think you'd like it, Deontay.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
It's free if you have an HBO Max subscription.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
That is
or
how
you
I
buy
watch
it physically, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree with. Actually, I don't agree on some ways, but I agree with.
So fair.
Bring Her Back. It's in my top 30, I think. So I did really enjoy Bring Her Back. I thought it was great too.
Yeah,
I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think I give it a 4 out of 5 too. It was definitely one of the top horror films this year.
I really liked it. Yeah, for me though, my only issue with Bring Her Back is I think that I don't like, which I noticed this is like a trend with Bring Her Back, is some people don't like the direction it goes. Like it should have stayed a certain direction. I think it should have stayed the direction it was going. I don't think they should have done what they did. But so that kind of knocked it down for me. The third act I didn't really care for as much, but I can respect it and I see where it was coming from. But yeah, I mean it's still great. They're 2 for 2 for me. The Philippou brothers, they were YouTubers. They did what Chris Stuckman did first, basically. I mean, they kind of had a different YouTube channel. They didn't do movie reviews or anything. They did like pranks and stuff and like special effects, action heavy videos. But like, yeah, they're great. I much preferred Talk to Me though. I'm one of those people. I think Talk to Me is a lot better for me. I love Talk to Me. That was my favorite horror film of that year. I love that movie.
I haven't seen that.
I support you. I strongly disagree.
Yeah, I've noticed that's the thing. Some people love Bring Her Back way more, and then some people love Talk to Me way more, and I'm just in the Talk to Me camp. I like
Yo,
Talk
I
to Me a
know
lot.
there's like that division, but yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm definitely watching this tomorrow. This is I
But if
gotta
you-
settle this debate between these two now.
I think you'll be on my side because you love Talk to Me too. I think if you love Talk to Me, you won't love this as much. But I think if you weren't high on Talk to Me, I think you will like this one more. That seems to be the consensus I've been seeing.
It's interesting that they live in the same universe, quote unquote, because they do feel like very, very separate films to me, like tonally and what they're like generally speaking, like what they're about, like the content, the story, how it unfolds. Like they are very different pieces.
I could see the through line you were talking about with Hereditary, though, for sure. Because Hereditary's, like I said, top 3 horror for me. It's one of my favorite horror films, and
Easily.
I could see that through line there with grief for sure.
It manifests very differently in each film, but I appreciate that. Thank you, because I knew that was a bold statement of me to make.
I don't think it was that bold. I think it was pretty smart connection because it does have that. I mean, obviously it's different in a lot of ways, but it has that same, I don't know, not vibe, but like atmosphere, grief kind of permeating through kind of type,
Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah.
Violence against children.
It's a vibe. There's a vibe, and I'm just glad that you're picking up on it too.
I'm picking up on the vibe. God forbid a white boy catch a vibe.
Hey!
Oh my god. What's crazy about that movie? It was I don't know if you guys have watched Paddington, but seeing Sally Hawkins go from the mom in Paddington to that dark role and bring her back, where she's also still kind of like so sweet. Like, I was like, I don't know. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
very different moms.
Oh yeah. And the boy in Bring Her Back, the blonde boy, I thought he did really well too. I'd never seen him in anything.
I thought the kid actors were fantastic. I thought the girl with the eye condition, I know she's not technically blind. It's some kind of eye disease. She's kind of blind, but it's some kind of eye
and light.
Yeah, it's kind of some kind of eye disease type thing. I know she actually has it. The actress that plays it actually has it. I thought she did. I thought she was the best part for me. I thought she was phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of great performances from child actors, like in like all these movies in 2025,
and TV shows. Like the cast of Welcome to Derry, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Adolescence.
Mm-hmm. The power of child actors.
So true.
My number 3 is a movie that this movie was my number 1 for so long. It took it took till November. When did we do? Okay, so me and Bella did the Wicked for Good podcast in November, I want to say. So it was like the end of November. I watched it shortly after that. I think I watched it the night after that podcast, actually. My number 1. But yeah, so it took till November, and it stayed with me. It still stays with me. A lot of people are actually down on this movie. I'm building intrigue here. It was her previous movie came out 2 years prior, and she did amazing. Everybody loved it. It was an Oscar nominee, and this one came out, and it was like disappeared. Nobody talked about it, and like people were kind of down on it, and they were like kind of like trying to make like weird political statements about it. Like it was such a weird discourse online for this movie. But the movie is Materialists. My number 3.
I love Materialists.
I also loved Materialists.
It's my number 3. It was my number 1 for, like I said, months. I absolutely love this film. It connected with me in way. This is the only movie of the year that made me brought tears to my eyes, which is hard for me because I don't cry like ever, and that's not saying anything. If we're being honest, okay, I'm on some antidepressants and it messes with my emotions. You know, it's hard to cry when you're taking antidepressants and stuff.
Yeah,
just being real here. And so like I don't really cry often. I don't show emotion that way. And this movie, for some reason, hit me like a freight train towards the end, I ended up crying. I had tears coming out of my eyes, and that's very rare. It's up there with one other movie for the most emotionally effective a movie to me this year or this past year. I related to it in so many ways. There's so many ways I related to this movie. And basically what it is it's Celine Song. It's her second film. Everybody Loved Past Lives, which is also in my top 10 of that year. I think this girl's 2 for 2. She's amazing. I love this woman. She just gets the romance genre so much. Like Past Lives, Materialist are like the 2 best romance films I think in the last 5 years for me. It's got Chris Evans, Dakota Johnson, and Pedro Pascal. Again, damn, he's in my 4 and 3 spot. Look at you, Pedro. You go, Pedro.
Daddy.
A little Chris Evans tie, even though he's not in the new Fantastic Four. He did play Johnny Storm in the old Fantastic Four. But nonetheless, it's about this girl that runs like this site and this dating type site, matchmaking, and it's kind of commentary on today's dating society, the world of dating in today's world. And that was a conundrum. The world of dating in today's world. Literally, it's just a commentary on that and just the insecurities of people, how transactional it has become in so many ways, how status, social status, wealth status really kind of determines how you date and like how that affects in America especially. And just like it has so many great themes on like romance and how it's not very healthy how it is nowadays in the dating world and dating scene. And a lot of people didn't care for this movie near as much. Sad. I wish more people talked about this movie. It got no consideration at anything. It didn't get anything anywhere. I wish more people talked about it. And I know when I told people that this was my favorite movie, I had a few people I told when this was number 1. They're like, "That's your favorite movie?" Like, I don't like they didn't suspect that. And I mean, it is kind of weird for me to have a romance movie this high because that's usually not my genre I love. But I am a hopeless romantic. I have that part of me, and this movie spoke to that hopeless romantic part so hard. It just like it zoned in on that hopeless romantic part, and it just beat it in. Like it was just like so many things connected with me, and I related to this movie in so many ways. Chris Evans gives a phenomenal performance in this movie. Dakota Johnson is Dakota. She gives the performance she's supposed to give. I won't say it's phenomenal by any means, but she acts what she's supposed to act. Pedro Pascal is kind of this rich guy, and he does really good as what he does. But for me, Chris Evans was the heart of this film. It really, his relationship with Dakota Johnson really hit me hard in a lot of ways. I can relate to that situation, sadly, in different ways in my own personal life. I've had situation with that where it was very mirroring. There's a lot of mirroring in my life to like his life and how I just saw myself in his character a whole lot. And I didn't really love that because if you know his character, he's not in the best position in life. But it really emotionally struck me where there is one scene of dialogue that he gives that really tore me down, like broke me apart, where it was like something that I would say in that situation. And I don't know, it felt like, this is how I explained it when I first watched it. It felt like Celine's song got in my brain and like knew like what kind of romance movie would really connect with Jacob and just like put it on. And that's what Materialist felt for me. Like it just connected with me in so many different ways with that. Like, yeah, I don't want to give too much because I feel like you should go into it. Don't listen to the haters on this movie because I've been online and I just don't get it. A lot of people are hating on Chris Evans' character specifically. I was like, okay. No, I think he's phenomenal in this movie. Yeah, I really loved it. It was emotional. Like I said, all the themes about modern dating and love and how romance is transactional in so many ways in today's world. And it's so hard to find somebody to connect with on a real level. And this matchmaking stuff is just like insane. And there's some serious stuff that's so trigger warning for people that have problems or have some previous trauma with sexual uh, crime, sexual assault and stuff. There is some trigger warnings in there. I want to give that out just in case, because it's not it is a pretty big part of the story, and like Dakota Johnson's line. So I just want to give that out there because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, because I know that's kind of a harsh thing to see sometimes, but it's really heartfelt in the end, and it comes together so well. I really like the score. The score was really good. The cinematography is beautiful. I don't think a lot of people were talking about the cinematography of it. I think it deserves more cinematography praise. I thought some of the shots that they set up were incredible. I think Celine Song is, like I said, the best. She's probably maybe my favorite like female director working today, even over like Greta Gerwig and people like that. I think she's my favorite female director right now with Past Lives and Materialist. Like, my God, like, destroy me, woman. Like, she destroys me with both of her movies that she made and connects with me. She's like on my wavelength. Like, the way she writes romance and the way she portrays it is just on my wavelength completely. I love this film. I've been waiting to want to talk about this one. This is the one I've been wanting to talk about the most besides my number one. And yeah, so I wanted to say all that. But yeah, it just really hit me emotionally. It hit the hope. There's a hopeless romantic side of Jacob that nobody sees. But maybe Mac. Mac has seen it a few times.
Oh
Low-key.
god, yeah, I've watched this movie like 3 or 4 times. Like I really thought about it. Was I almost put it in my top 5, like legit. Like, and I didn't even take it out because I knew Jacob was gonna talk about it. I just like I don't know. I don't know. It was just tough, but like yeah, great film. And yeah, so I love this movie. I love it so much.
And you said you saw it, Bella?
I did. Yeah, I did see this one in theaters. I really like Materialist personally.
Okay. So you did like it?
I did.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people didn't like it. So I was worried about it.
No, I am one of the Materialist fans.
Let's go. All
yeah,
right.
I was one of the ones defending it in the comments as well. I'm right there with you.
Thank you. I don't.
I see this every time I log into HBO Max too. So if y'all haven't seen it yet, like I haven't, you can go watch it.
I got one thing to throw out.
What?
About this movie. Okay, I think I talked with you about this like soon after we both watched it. I don't. It was probably like 6 months ago or something like that. But like it is one of like the best opening scenes of a movie, like that I can think of, like that like supports the whole story, the plot, like just how like dating is in real life. It's like I don't want to spoil it, but when the movie starts, like you're like, am I in the right movie? Like, did I walk into because like one time I went in to like see Chamber of Secrets when it actually came out, and I walked in the Mousetrap, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then we're like, yeah, we're in the wrong movie. So I almost like got up and left, but no. If you think you're watching the wrong movie, you're watching the right movie. I don't think it's gonna come back to theaters, but anyway, yeah, it's a brilliant opening sequence that kind of explains the title and the theme itself.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I can't believe I missed that.
That may have been my favorite scene of the whole movie, other than, well, I think Chris Evans' monologue at like the end with all those lights. Yeah. I
got goosebumps thinking about Chris Evans' monologue at the wedding. Oh my god.
Some lady, she put out like a review, and she says, and then they ended up putting it up on the trailer after it already like premiered or something like that when you watch on TV or whatever. But it's just like Chris Evans gives like one of like the best like romantic monologues like of all time, and I was just like, yeah, we'll see. And then I saw it, and I was just like, yeah,
It's a top 5 scene for me this year. It's that scene particularly. There's a scene particularly, that scene at the wedding with the lights and the monologue that he gives to Dakota Johnson. Hit me so hard like a train. Because I've said certain things like that before to women in my life. I'm very much a hopeless romantic, and it's just it destroyed me. All right, it made me a human puddle.
She got you figured out dead to rights.
I know Celine's song somehow she like matrixed me or something. She's like in my brain, just like I know how to make this man feel emotion.
Mm-hmm.
She's
war on a male loneliness epidemic. That's what she's doing.
She's
Shout
like
out
the rat underneath your hat, and she's just pulling all the strings.
Yes, it's the Ratatouille situation, but it's Celine's song, and I'm the rat. But yeah, Materialist number 3, fantastic.
Quoting you on that, Jacob. That's one of my quotes.
Yeah, Jacob's top quotes of the year.
There you go.
Already started.
There you go. Banger quote for you. There you go. That's what it feels. That's what it feels like, though. Like that is such a weird analogy, but that's what it feels like. It feels like she has me. I am. No, wait. I'd be the chef. I'm an idiot.
I've been waiting for you to put that together.
All right.
Would be Remy.
She would be Remy. I would be the guy, the curly haired ginger guy. I don't know. I forgot his name.
What is his name?
I haven't seen that movie in years, but I am him, and she is Remy. And I didn't want to call her a rat, though. Maybe that was me being a gentleman. All right, I knew what was happening. I just didn't want to call her a rat, so I made myself the rat.
Call her a rat.
A rat.
No, she is a wonderful director. She got some weird, like I said, she got some weird hate for this movie, where like people were like making like full articles and like kind of attacking her as a person too. And I was like, whoa, like what are we? I was like, maybe she just struck too hard of a nerve with it. Maybe it was too real for some people, because for me, I thought it was very accurate to today's society. I mean, in dating in general. So, yeah.
She's a great writer too. Like,
yes, she's a writer director.
Equally a good writer, I think.
She's also a playwright, and I highly recommend her plays if you don't know them. Endlings, excellent play.
Now I need to buy them. Damn. Okay.
I would probably be. I'm obviously the theater hater here, obviously, but
we're gonna get Jacob to read some plays.
But like, if it's her writing it, it'll probably connect with me, because she's 2 for 2 right now. Like both of her movies are A+s to me, 5 out of 5. I 2 for 2. I love Celine's song. She's my favorite. One of my favorite directors working right now in general. Yeah, that's my 3. That's enough on Materialist. I loved it. Go watch it. What's your number 3, Deontay? Or did you already give it? I think you already did. You?
Oh, this is probably the one that I did. It's because I know my number 1 and number 2 is like in common with you guys. This is like my number 3 is the one that you guys haven't mentioned yet.
Okay.
And it's Superman.
I was wondering if anyone would have Superman on their list. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was so impressed by this movie. This is like James Gunn's greatest work to this date. Like, you have shows like Peacemaker, which is like all out comedy and a little bit of like extreme action and nothing too serious outside of the fact that Peacemaker himself has daddy issues. Other than that, and a little relationship drama that makes James Gunn dabble in a little bit of seriousness when he writes his scripts. In comparison to like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies for the MCU, and then the 2 Peacemaker shows and all of his non-superhero works, Superman is probably his best project to date. And I think the only thing that'll surpass that is either Supergirl or the sequel to this movie. So big shout out to James Gunn, who is the new head of DC Studios. We're trying to have faith in you and the resurrection of DC. he is taking responsibility of a few too many scripts of all the projects that's coming out. So we don't know if that's going to be a fumble or a slam dunk for him. So James Gunn, at the very minimum, there's like 11 and 12 actors that he chose for this movie, and they're all superstars in their own way. About half of them are they're familiar with the superhero movies, and the other half is like basically looking for a home, and they found a home. We have like Millie Alcock, which was what's her name? Something Targaryen from House of Dragon. Rhaenyra's Targaryen. Yeah. She was in there. Isabella Merced is now welcome into the superhero universe. Then you have like veterans like Nicholas Hoult, Alan Tudyk, Nathan Fillion, and a brand new face, David Corenswet, who is our Clark Kent right now. It was a great performance from him. Which was a lot of it was just because of James Gunn's script. So I would like to see like maybe a little improv coming from him and Rachel Brosnahan going forward. That would be kind of nice because when you see one James Gunn movie, you kind of see them all. But he kind of went above and beyond with this. Like the CGI with this was phenomenal. The cinematography wasn't half bad. And for the most part, his portrayal of Lex Luthor to be the antagonist for this movie, it wasn't the worst Lex Luthor I've ever seen. So not my favorite by any means, but still a damn good Lex Luthor played by Nicholas Hoult. What else? His wife was in it, Jennifer Holland. You got the guy from Righteous Gemstones who played Gideon Gemstone, Skylar Gisondo. He is going to get his own spinoff. And then you have people like who else was in there? Frank Grillo and Wendell Pierce, which is also like one of my favorite actors. And then there was Eddie Katigi, so he was our Mr. Terrific, was a standout character for the whole movie, so that was pretty awesome. A lot of people are going to rag on it. They say like his one shining moment where he's fighting off bad guys is just like a copycat of another scene that James Gunn did with another character. I believe it was the guy that was blowing the whistle, and he had the little knife that would impale you every time he blows a whistle. I cannot remember his name. Yondu from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So they ragged on him for making Mr. Terrific just be a copycat of that. But it was still an awesome fight scene. So great fight scene for Superman versus who's the guy he's fighting? Ultron? No, not Ultron. It was
Ultron.
Was it?
No.
It starts with a. It was like the clone of Superman. It starts with a
Ultraman, ain't it?
Ultraman. There it is. Yeah.
Like yeah.
So that was an incredible fight scene, and weird choice for villains in the very first movie, but I rocked with it. It was a great movie. It was a movie worth going to see more than once. You can watch this for free on HBO Max anytime you want. I have no problem seeing it multiple times, and I'm really counting on Man of Tomorrow to blow this one out of the water. So James Gunn writing your ass off for all these damn DC movies, at least make Superman 2 and the third even better. So I'm counting on him to do that. There was like a $20 million budget for this movie. Hold on. The overview was this.
I feel like it was a lot more than that.
Oh no, the budget was 225 billion.
It's like 20 million. I was like, that's
A
impressive.
$20 million superhero film? Wow.
Like, damn. And then the box office sales blew that out of the water. I don't have it brought up on my phone, but the box office sales were justified because this was quality storytelling for a superhero movie, especially since it's like the first Superman live action in theaters that we've seen in a long time. So big ups to James Gunn for that. St. Louis he is a St. Louis man.
Yeah.
And
Missouri
he has the
represent.
keys. Oh yeah. So I'm looking forward to the sequel. Definitely my number 3. Only second to Fantastic Four because Fantastic Four was just whew,
You know. Good boy.
fire.
You know.
Mhm.
You know the real one.
Yeah, he has to compete with directors like Matt Shackman and Russo brothers.
And we have a whole episode on Superman and Fantastic Four if you guys want to watch that.
We do full breakdown, and we got our scores on there too. So check that out on this channel.
I disagree on the James Gunn thing, though. I think Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 are both better than this one. But yeah, Superman was good. Yeah. The camera work was so for me. That's my problem with this movie is the camera work and some of the visual effects low key. But the cinematography was very hideous in this movie where I was like, oh man, come on.
Yeah, I would
wins.
Like the filming wise, it could have done a whole lot better, but script wise, it's probably one of James Gunn's top scripts.
Oh yeah.
And Blake actually said the same thing. He loves Guardians way more than Superman, and I'm total opposite.
Yeah, I the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one and the third one, I absolutely adore. So, but yeah, Superman was great for sure. I think it's in my top 30 as well. No, I think it's number 20 actually. So Superman is pretty high for me too.
Yeah, Superman. That was impressive for a live action, and that was all on him. Like the pressure was on, and he delivered. So he even kept his reputation the same by giving an all-star soundtrack like he does every movie. So great work, James.
Just hire a different cinematographer and special effects person, I think, for the next Superman.
Please.
I think. I saw it twice in theaters. So like I love the movie. I saw it twice in theaters because I went with different friends, obviously, but I was fine with watching it again. But at the same time, I was like, man, come on, cinematography. Fix it, man. Fix it. Too many wide angle lenses that make the faces look weird and distorted, and too much weird visual color grading that just did not work for me. But yeah, other than that, it was the story I had no problems with, really.
Because I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
So what's your number 3, Mac Boy, Mac Daddy?
I want to give one more little shout out to Superman. Okay, I really think without Superman is not my top 5, but I would like to say that James Gunn has really put together I don't think people know this, but I really think he put together an all-star cast that like people just don't know about yet. Like Rachel Brosnahan, like I don't know if you ever watched Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. She's fantastic in it, and she won like the Golden Globe like 2 years in a row, and then I think she got nominated like for almost every season. There were 5 seasons of it, but she won it for the first 2. She's really good. And then I actually watched David Cornsweet in Hollywood before I saw him in Superman. And then as soon as I found out he was going to be Clark Kent, I was like, oh, he's going to have to bulk up. But like, because he was real skinny in Hollywood. But he did it. And I really loved it. It was a Ryan Murphy show, Hollywood, by the way. A lot of people don't like it because it's like not historically accurate. But like, I thought that's a great show too. Yeah. Anyway, my third film. Okay, so my top 3. Okay, I've been in a toss up between these 3. It's like which one's gonna get number 1, and honestly, any of them could really. I'm just going off instinct, really. Like I love them all equally, like as like favorite films, and also is just like in the quality in which the way they're made. I don't think anybody here has seen this one, but it is nominated for Best Picture. It is Hamnet. Um, oh man, none of you have seen it, right? Okay, so I can't
Not
give any
yet.
spoilers, but this film, like, it is shot beautifully. The score is magnificent. The pacing, like, if there's anything to criticize about this, it's maybe like the pacing, like it doesn't like quite deliver at the beginning because you're still like forming these relationships with these characters, but the way it delivers at the end, like, because they spent not so much time, but they spent time building the relationships at the beginning, it just pays off in the end. And especially everybody's talking about the last 20-30 minutes of the film, and the last 20-30 minutes really do deliver. Paul Mescal, everybody's talking about Jesse Buckley, and they both deserve like equal praise, I think. But Jessie Buckley, I'll talk about her first. She like hits every like single like beat emotionally, and I totally think she deserves the Best Actress nomination. I love the nominees for Best Actress this year. I think in the Shelby Oaks podcast that we had, I was like, oh, there hasn't been like a best like a lot of actresses, and I was like, no, the last half of the year delivered. I was like, there's like lots of great performances from actresses, which Jessie Buckley's totally deserving of it, and I think so are the other nominees as well. There's only like maybe like one person who's nominated. I won't mention them, but like who I'm like, they did well and they're a great actress. They've won Best Actress before. You can do your research, but I was just like, I don't think like, I just think it's the script that does them the disservice, if anything. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But Jessie Buckley, yeah, really fantastic. I think I discovered her playing like, okay, never mind. Getting off topic again. But anyway, Paul Mescal, I think his performance is equally as good, I think, but in a way that's like the father's, and because he plays William Shakespeare in the story. Oh yeah, but by the way, this story is about like William Shakespeare meeting his wife Agnes, and they have like a family together. They fall in love, and then oh god, I don't even want to spoil it, but it's how he wrote Hamlet. Like Hamlet also means the same thing as Hamlet, and they give like a little like notice for you at the beginning of the film. But I actually, when I saw this film was being made, did you guys ever play Quiz Up or hear about the app Quiz Up? It's just like quizzes where you compete. Did you? What's that like circle, like that rainbow like circle quiz app? Do you know?
Trivia Crack?
Trivia Crack, yeah. So it's like Trivia
Yeah.
Crack, but Quiz Up's like that. But you get ranked, but it's like for specific categories. Like you don't get random categories, but you like anyway. I was like top like 50 in like the world in like Shakespeare. So like I knew a lot about Shakespeare, and I love Shakespeare. I've done a lot of Shakespeare's growing up, like acting, plays, all that. But I found out about like Hamlet had a son named Hamnet, and then I can't even spoil like anything else, but like just go see this film.
Yeah, it's directed
Anyway.
by Chloe
it.
Zhao.
Yeah, Chloe Zhao, thank you.
I think she won Best Picture for Nomadland, didn't she? Like in 2020 or something like that.
Yeah,
She did indeed.
And
I have
she
not-
also,
Huh?
she also gave us Eternals.
Oh, Eternals, yeah. That's the only, that's hilarious. That's the only movie of hers I've seen. I haven't even seen the Best Picture winner, but I've seen Eternals. And I actually think Eternals is really good.
Me too. I loved Eternals.
I'm one of those camps that think Eternals is not bad.
The rest of the
I
planet says
disagree
it sucks.
hardcore.
I know you disagree, Mac. I remember we had to talk about that one night. But yeah, I think Eternals is really good, but that's just me.
The whole planet shitted on it, and I had to defend it. Life and
I'm with
death.
you, Deontay. I would have been there.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is the only movie from this 2025 I've been dying to see that I had not been able. I saw the trailer back in October. My theater never got it when it came out, like November, December, the limited release thing, and then my theater just now got it this weekend, and then we just got snow like crazy. So I haven't been able to get, because I have to drive 45 minutes back roads to the theater, and so I haven't been able to get to the theater to watch it. But I really want to see it for sure.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal, let me tell you,
That's my guy.
There's a lot of hype about well, not hype. What am I getting at? Okay, so there is a sorry, one moment.
Uh-oh.
One moment. Disappeared.
Sorry, my mom was bothering me. I had to talk to her real quick. Okay, so Paul Mescal, okay, there is, I think his performance is taken away from because all of the emotion is with the mother of this movie, and like women like tend to show their emotions more. But Paul Mescal, like this film, like does this so brilliantly. Is if you can't express your words and your thoughts to someone like verbally, then like I feel like fathers, they're gonna find some other way to do it. And that's like what the whole like last 30 minutes of this movie is about. And I just thought it was so beautiful. Everybody in like this movie theater that I went to go see it with is like I even teared up at the end. I was just like, wow. And like I'm getting like emotional talking about it. I saw it with my dad, but like I was like, I really wish I saw it with my mom too. But like to see it with my dad was a really special experience. And I think this movie, Bob Trevino likes it, and then maybe like one other like actually got me to like shed some tears. I was like, wow. But yeah, the last 30 minutes, which also like I won't even spoil what happens. But yeah, I just like, yeah, man, if Paul Mescal had like emotional stuff like Jesse Buckley, he'd be getting an Oscar nom. But the script, like, just because like men don't talk as much, like, I think that kind of took away from his performance. But he deserves just as much praise, I think. And then there's this, I won't tell you where it's at in the movie, but there's a sequence on a stage at a point in the movie, and there's an old like theater like rule. I wouldn't even call it a rule, but like it's something that like directors like tell you to do, especially in Shakespeare. But they're like, play the house, which is like to use the fourth wall, talk to the audience, all that. And if you, especially in Shakespeare, if you play the house and you get the audience to play off of you, and if you do it right, they will actually play off of you as well. And that's like the goal of what you want. And then this film, like, I don't know, if you're a theater, I think it's like candy for like theater lovers as well, like this movie. So if you, especially if you love Shakespeare, but and I don't even think like, I don't know, like even if you don't understand Shakespeare, I think it's gonna make so much sense to people, especially the last 30 minutes. Like a lot of people who like at my work who've seen it, like they loved it just as much. They're like, oh my god, this was like the best movie of the year, which was cool to hear. And a lot of them didn't have like know a lot about Shakespeare or anything like that, or really understand it. But that's kind of like how the people react to as well. Like in the crowd, like they understood it somehow. It's just kind of crazy, and people would still go out to see Shakespeare shows, and make it a modern film about it, especially like in today's ages. I think exactly what we need. The characters are all very personable, and it really like kind of mirrors, I think, everybody's lives in some way about what it's like to be a sibling, a parent, like a daughter, a son, all that. Yeah, just a great film. I don't know if it'll win Best Picture. I'd be happy if it did. I don't like, if I had to guess, like, I don't think it will, but I think it's a great film, and I'm happy it's nominated for it. Yeah.
Steven Spielberg produced it too. This is crazy. He always has his name attached to something incredible.
I wish I could add something, but I can't. I have not seen it.
I can't say anything.
Go see this movie. It's awesome.
I want to see it. You know what? Screw this. No, I don't care if I wreck and die. I'm going. I'm going. You got me to Hamnet.
Yeah, I'm a history fan, so now I got to learn about Shakespeare for sure.
I
And the
love
I'm a
the
Shakespeare fan, so I'm already sat.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, the dialogue, the dialogue in the actual film, it's like easy to understand. It's when they actually perform Hamlet in the movie that like you're like, okay, what's going on? But they do it so well when they get to the play performance that like just like through the character movement, the way like the actors like have their focal points, they look at things, you'll be able to understand it, I think, at least, or be able to relate to it, if not understand it.
You have me sold. I was even though I hate theater, I don't hate theater. But
I
Aw.
was about to
even
say
though
you can't say that anymore.
even though I'm not a theater person, because of course I think every high school did this, but I read a lot of Shakespeare in high school English class, obviously, and I was always interested in all his stories. I really do. I like Shakespeare a lot. Like I always connected with Shakespeare quite a bit, like the classic Romeo and Juliet, but even like Hamlet and crap. There's a few others that I connected with that I can't even remember that we read, but we read quite a bit. My one English teacher loved Shakespeare, so she made us read a bunch of it, and I loved it. I thought it was great, so I'm excited. I'm a Shakespeare guy, even though I don't like. I'm not a theater person. I am into Shakespeare.
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 Did you give your number 3, Bella, or have you not?
Not yet.
Good.
You have my 1 and my 2, but my number 3,
Share it.
I think everyone here has seen. It's Companion.
Shout out
No, I'm kidding.
Companion.
I've seen it.
I was about to say, there's no way you got through time and never saw this movie. I loved Companion. We also covered this one on Jacob's podcast.
Oh yeah, we
A
did.
delightful, like Stepford Wives-ish take on modern day relationships that happen to involve robots. And I'm not spoiling anything because, as Jacob points out all the time, it's in the trailer. So biggest plot twist reveal that really didn't need to be shown early on. But I love Jack Quaid and Sophie Thatcher in this film. Jack Quaid really does a phenomenal job playing like the most okayest of men, in my opinion. And Sophie Thatcher, I am just enamored with her as an actress. I saw her in Heretic, and I definitely think this film she was far superior in. She had so much more to do in this film. And she does a phenomenal job making you actually believe like she is both a real girl and maybe not a real girl. So
hella talent.
this one has like low-key kind of become a comfort film for me. I just turned this one on randomly. It's got a lot of really important messages about like toxic masculinity in society, as well as just having these really funny moments as well, like very tongue-in-cheek humor. I thought the cinematography was great. It's got some awesome special effects in later sequences. But yeah, just a fun time. So you now have my whole list. You have all 5 of mine.
Underrated.
It is an underrated movie for sure.
Underrated. I rewatched it a few months ago, I want to say, and I watched it at home, and I loved it even more on second watch. I think it's top 22.
I agree. Like I like it more and more each time I rewatch it. Like there's just always something in the dialogue that I catch, and like I remember I made my dad watch it, and it took him 2 watches before he caught that he calls her beep boop.
Say, wait, what?
That's one of my favorite things ever in that movie.
Is that what he's calling her? I was like, yes. Can't believe you didn't catch that the first time. But I love this one.
It's crazy. Like he's just so aware of the fact that he's making love to a machine and just doesn't care. That's insane.
That's probably my favorite part of the whole movie is how he calls her beep.
It's so funny.
Every time it gets a laugh.
Jesus.
Yeah, and Sophie Thatcher is a star.
She's so good.
I saw her in not Heretic. She's in another horror film that Deontay you really liked in like 2023, The Boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Oh my god, that was one of her my favorite performance from her ever.
My God.
She's like she plays a teenager in The Boogeyman, and
Mhm.
it was kind of a Deontay really liked it. I thought it was okay. A horror film from 2023.
That was like that was one of my top 5 for 2023, I think. Because Boogeyman was, I don't think it wasn't the Stephen King adaptation of it. It was a different adaptation.
I think it was a Stephen King. I think you're right. I think it was based off of something Stephen King.
It's Boogeyman, Sophie.
Yeah, story by Stephen King. Yeah.
It's always
Wow.
Stephen King. All roads lead back to Stephen King.
Right? I have an affinity for his projects, even if I even didn't know that he was a part of it.
I probably
This
need to
is crazy.
rewatch. I haven't seen it since theaters, but that's where I first recognized her was that. I know she's in that show everybody loves, Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
I don't have I think it's Showtime or whatever it's on. I don't have that, so I haven't watched it. But
So fair.
this
Oh,
was
I also need to point out, like, Canyon, I believe, was also produced by Zach Kreger. So just a great year
Yeah.
for Zach.
Shout out to Zach, man. He has been eating good.
Yep.
my number 2 is I feel like everybody would know if ever. This actually sounds weird, and this sounds probably bad for my personal image to say this, but I feel like if everybody saw this movie, they'd be like, okay, that's in Jacob's top 5 immediately. And that is Marty Supreme.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not at all surprised by this.
Jacob. Jacob, this is where our lists match. Okay, my number 2 film is also Marty Supreme.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Can I
But,
preface something before you start talking?
Yes.
Okay, so I saw this movie like maybe like a day or two before Jacob did, I think, or the same week. But I was just like, and then, or maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember. But
No, I
like,
think you watched it first.
but I was just like, oh my god, like this film, like it's like trying to do everything, and it doesn't lose focus at all for a second. But anyway, Jacob and I, we loved it so much. Like we talked about this film for like 2.5 hours on the phone. Like after Jacob saw it. Like I don't know, this film has a lot going for it. Even like
Literally.
I'll let you start talking about it.
Literally, when I got home from the theater that night, I told Mac I had watched it, and I called him, and we talked for about 2.5, 3 hours about the movie. Like we had a full on like but it's no surprise because I love the Safdie brothers. Good Time and Uncut Gems are 2 of my favorite movies of all time. Their style absolutely clicks with me. That anxiety-inducing, fast-paced, just like people talking over each other, just really gritty, in-your-face cinematography. That's my style. I like it's the scores for those movies are beautiful. Daniel Lopatin does the score. He's also won Otrix Point Never is his stage name. Best score of the year. I am so mad it didn't get nominated for best score at the Oscars. I think it has the best score of the year by far. I still listen to the Marty. I've been listening to it since I've seen Marty Supreme the last month. I have the score on repeat. I have like 4 different tracks from that score on repeat right now. But he also works a lot with The Weeknd, so that probably helps too because he does a lot of the beats. He does a lot of the beats and helps production on The Weeknd's last few albums. So it has that vibe that I like. So I think that helps too. Not just because I know that, but because he has that synth wave type. Because he's one of the like founders of like bringing synthwave back from like it kind of died there in the 90s, and then he kind of brought it back. He's one of the people that did it, and he's been great but he's been with them since Good Time. I love the Safdie brothers. This is just Josh Safdie. Benny Safdie did Smashing Machine, which if we're talking about brothers who had the sauce, I think Josh might have the sauce over his brother. Smashing Machine. It's in my top 50 of the year, but it's nowhere near Marty Supreme. This movie is An absolute masterpiece. The marketing for this movie, as a marketing my minor was in marketing. I adore the marketing for this movie. I think it is. I think it's the best marketing campaign for a movie I've seen in a long time. Like there was, what was that movie? I think is it Barbie? The whole Barbenheimer marketing was great. That was kind of the thing too. I think since Barbenheimer, this is probably the best since Barbenheimer for sure. But that was kind of like a fan made thing, that the fans kind of did for Barbie and Oppenheimer. But this from A24, the marketing they did for this, insane, incredible. There's like a whole video of him doing like a fake Zoom call. It's absolutely hilarious. I watched it when it dropped, of Timothée Chalamet, just like absolutely killed me. He was the first person to ever stand on the Las Vegas Sphere with a giant orange ball. With the Marty Supreme, they made the whole Las Vegas Sphere, Marty Supreme, the orange ping pong ball. And the fact that he got a 1950s period piece ping pong movie to be that successful and that famous is absolutely incredible that happened, because nobody, like, who would have thought, like, a 50s movie about a ping pong player? It is based off of a real person, but it's loosely based. Josh Safdie just saw a video one time of this guy playing. He's like, he looks really cocky, and he liked the way he moved. He's like, and it kind of got his gears running, and he made this whole story about him. So it's very fictionalized version of this guy, but it's based off of Marty Mauser, a real person. He won in one of the cups in ping pong in the 50s. But and that ping pong ball is really barely in the movie. There's one scene where it falls, a bunch of them fly out of a window, and that's about it. But the marketing is so. I want a Marty Supreme jacket so bad. Every time they drop something Marty Supreme, I've tried to buy it. It sells out immediately.
Wow.
They literally just they brought out a whole set of Marty Supreme hats for New York teams. I sent it to Mac on Instagram, and I don't like any of the sport teams in New York, so I can't buy the hat because I don't care about those teams, and I'm so upset because I want a Marty Supreme gear so bad. Like they're even selling the ping pong balls, but they're sold out on A24 already, and they have they're selling like an ornament. But like the ping pong ball is not in the movie enough for me to want to buy it. It's not like a integral part of the movie. I don't really know why they push so hard on it.
People are spending money anyway. Like what? The
jacket that everybody's been getting. I wish I lived in New York and got to one of those drops, because they're like $200. I am telling you right now, I'm an idiot. I would have dropped $250 on that to get a Marty Supreme jacket. Like, that's how much I love this movie. It is phenomenal. It is basically Timothée Chalamet is Marty Mauser. He is a ping pong player, an aspiring ping pong player, but he works at a shoe store. And basically, it's about all these mishaps that happen, and it's him trying to become the best. He wants to be the best ping pong player in the world. He has a gigantic ego, and he thinks that it's his destiny to be the greatest ping pong player ever. And it's about all these crazy hijinks. If you know a Safdie's Brothers movie, you know a bunch of anxiety-inducing crazy stuff is going to happen, where just when you think he's about to get something, somebody's going to take it from him, and then he has to do something else. It's just so good at diverting in different directions. And the cast is amazing. Timothée Chalamet, Odessa Zion is incredible in it.
Tyler, the Creator, is in this movie?
Tyler, the Creator, is in this movie, and he has a great part as his like partner. There's a great scene in the bowling alley with them that is phenomenal, like a little full like skin running. And trying to think who Gwyneth Paltrow returns to the screen after being in just MCU movies, really. And she is phenomenal in this movie. Kevin O'Leary this is his first movie. He's Mr. Wonderful in Shark Tank. He is creepy. He's a terrifying billionaire in this movie, and he's amazing in it. It is absolutely like, and I think this deserves best cast for me over Sinners. I know that's a hot take, but he cast so many random extras and people from all these different places. Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. He cast a guy from a viral New York video to play Dion. a Knicks fan. He's not even an actor. He's just a Knicks fan, and he's like a great part in this movie as Marty Supreme's fan or a friend, not fan, and just amazing cast. But yeah, this movie is incredible. The cinematography, gorgeous, beautiful. The opening is absolutely hilarious, but amazing at the same time, and ties into the end of the movie. And the soundtrack, I've already said, the score, the acting and cinematography, and Marty Supreme's made, but his character is insufferable, but probably his best role yet. Yes, that's the point. You're not supposed to. Hopefully, you're not supposed to. You're rooting for this guy the whole way, but it's an anti-hero type thing where like he's not a good person at all, but you want him to succeed, or at least I did, and he wins you over. And Timothée Chalamet like talked up this performance so much, like a Kobe Bryant type thing, where he was just like, "I'm the best," and he was talking it up. He completely owns it too. He deserves Best Actor. I think he deserves to win it. I think he should win a Best Actor. He is amazing in this movie. This is his best role besides Paul Atreides in Dune for me.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic score. The soundtrack is amazing. There is 2 songs in here. Forever Young is in the beginning, and it's amazing. I love that. I've loved that song since I was a kid. And then Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears at the end.
Oh, I remember the beginning now. I was like, what is the opening scene? I remember it.
Yeah, the opening scene is wild. It
Iconic.
is when you watch the movie, you're gonna be like, what am I watching? But I loved it. I loved every bit of it, and it ties into the end quite well.
Yeah,
and
it does.
I think it has the best ending of any movie this year. I think the ending was phenomenal. Like I almost wanted to clap. Like I loved the ending of this movie. It's phenomenal. It has the best needle drop of the year for me. Everybody Wants to Rule the World at the end, and the context of the lyrics with what is happening in the scene ties in so perfectly together. I'm just like, oh my God, Josh Safdie, you're cooking on another level here, buddy. And like, literally, like, this movie is so phenomenal. It is 2.5 hours. It feels like an hour and a half to me. It just flies by. It's about a 50s player that does ping pong, and it's like so enthralling, so entertaining. And actually, after this movie, and this is going to sound so crazy, this guy is a terrible person. He basically screws over everybody that loves him. And terrible person. This movie actually motivated me in life, though. Not to be a terrible person.
Oh.
Not to be a terrible person, but his drive is what motivated me. To have that drive, his drive is so infectious. Like to have that drive to be the best and achieve, like to have a dream and be like, I don't care what's in my way. I'm going to get that dream. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be like getting women pregnant and leaving them and beating people up. Like I'm not going to be doing that. Hold up. But like,
Wait a minute
now. Pause. But
Wait a minute.
I'm not that type of person. But like at the same time, I admire that like drive and the drive. It kind of ignited a little fire in me. Where like ever since I've seen that movie, I've tried to start to do more stuff towards my goals in life. And that sounds so stupid because you shouldn't be rooting for this character whatsoever. Make no mistakes, he's a terrible person, and there's no redemption for this character in this movie. But I feel like the drive is what inspires me so much about it. It's that drive. It's not necessarily how he does it, but his drive. Like he literally says at one point, Gwyneth Paltrow character asks, "What happens if your plan doesn't work?" And he's like, "That doesn't even enter my consciousness." And it's like so many hard like bars, just like dropping bars where I'm like, "Oh my God, like dang, dude!" Like I even told Mac, I was like, "I wish I had this guy's ego." Like,
oh yeah,
like he wants to like,
the way he like. Sorry, keep going.
He could like, I got to ramble on, and then I'll let you talk, Mac. I'm sorry, but
You're
like
good.
he could like it's just crazy what he does in this movie and how he gets things done now, and it just inspired me in so many ways. I loved it. Like I said, best needle drop of the year with Tears for Fears, best ending of the year, best actor for sure for me, best score. Phenomenal. Cinematography is gorgeous. This movie is I want them to drop the Marty Supreme jacket online and order it. Like, I'm gonna own a Marty Supreme jacket one day. I'm gonna pay that $250. I don't care. I love this movie so much. I will buy a Marty Supreme jacket. Like, it is. I love that movie so much. And like, there's a thing going on online where people are hating on this movie because he's so irredeemable. And it started a whole conversation about media literature. I know y'all have where people are like, and I don't get that. Like, I think media literacy, I think, is lacking in today's society because so many people are hating on this movie because they're like, well, he's a terrible person, so it's a terrible movie. You can follow a terrible person and still be a great movie. Like, you don't have to have a shining knight, and hopefully you have enough of a developmental, a developed brain enough to understand that, yes, this guy is doing terrible things. I would never do what this guy is doing, but I admire what his drive is. I admire that part of it. And you can admire things about this movie and still say, like Blake said, his character is insufferable. He is insufferable. He's a terrible person. Don't be like Marty Mauser. Like, that is the one thing where I'm like, I feel like there are a few like high school age boys, college age boys that maybe might take the wrong idea from this movie. But at the end of it, because like in my theater, it was literally me, my buddy, and a bunch of high school, college age dudes. There were a few girls in there for Timothy Chalamet, of course, but like it was mainly a bunch of high school, college age dudes. And I'm like, I hope they don't take the wrong idea from this movie. Like, yes, like I said, it inspired me to like go after my dreams more and like chase that life. But at the same time, I know this is a terrible person. That's not the way to do it, is how he does it. Like, I feel like media literacy is so broken where like people are hating on this movie because of his character being awful. And I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, he doesn't get an arc. Now you could say the ending, he grows up, and by the ending, some people think the ending is it can be interpreted in different ways. How I interpreted the ending is he is finally like choosing the right way to live his life and like be there for certain people in his life. I think that's the happy ending. I choose to believe that. So yeah, phenomenal movie. I love Marty Supreme. Mac, you go.
Okay, so this friggin' movie, okay, I'm not gonna talk too long. But God, when I like saw the premise for this, I was just like, he's a ping pong player in the 50s who wants to be good, but it's like skinny Chalamet. I was like, I'm supposed to root for this fucker? Like, I was like, what? I was just like, no way this movie's gonna be good. And then he's hyping himself up. I'm like, I hate this guy. This guy's an asshole. He reminds me of this guy in college I really hated. I hate Chalamet. Like, just not him as a person, but just because he reminds me of somebody I really hated. And he was also an actor who was really good at shit in acting. But I was like, God, I just hated that guy in real life. And Chalamet reminds me of him. And then, like, I go see the movie. I was like, okay, it's getting a lot of hype. And then Chalamet is like, it's the best thing ever. Like best script. I'm the best. This character's like, and then I see it. I'm like, oh my God, I hate how right he is. Like when I left the movie, I was like, this like might be my number one film, and that's how much it pissed me off. And I was just like. And what was crazy was when I saw A Complete Unknown last year, I was just like, I hate this guy. And then it was like it was my number 5 film last year. I'm like, or if it wasn't, it was in my top 5. But anyway, I was just like, this guy pisses me off how talented he is. But yeah, it really delivered. And he just like doesn't give a shit about like what's in his way, who he's talking to. If he was like, I don't know, like 10 Navy SEALs were standing in front of him, and like The Rock, and like they all had assault rifles, like he wouldn't give a fuck, dude. Like this guy is like going like guns blazing, like to like do whatever he needs to do. And I'm just like, the level of disrespect and like creative like disrespectful dialogue, and the way he like finesses his way to like seduce women in this movie, and like like he still treats them badly, and he's still like, oh god, it's just really impressive. Like this may be like the best script, like original script this year. That's like the first thing I said to Jacob as soon as I left the film. Yeah, I hate Chalamet, but again, great job. I can't even argue. Like that's a great film.
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like he's method acting at that point.
This movie's phenomenal. Like I like me and Max in 2.5 hours. I could go so long. I love this movie so much. I think part of it too is, in a weird way, Chalamet. He's kind of like the actor that I can like see myself the most in physically, and kind of like our same kind of demeanors and stuff, because we're both kind of skinny twinks, if you want to call it that. That would be the term people are calling it, but like, it's that type of thing, pale white guy that's just like skinny, he's not really that, he's not really that attractive, but he's just he's so good. And it's just like, I see myself in that. And I'm just like, I connect with almost all of Chalamet's characters. I think he's in my top 5 actors. Like, I love that man. Just because I think I see so much relatability with it. Because he just turned 30. I'm 27. Kind of same age range. He grew up on like hip hop. He talks about like how much like he like Kid Cudi and like all these people growing up. And I grew up on that music. So we kind of had the same type of growing up, kind of like interests, I guess you could say, with like sports and things. So like, I don't know. That helped me like the movie a lot too. It's just him. I just like him a lot. But yeah, Marty Supreme, amazing. Bella, did you see this movie?
I did not see this one. No.
Then why'd you say you?
I'm also not a huge fan of Timothy Chalamet, and so yeah, I also didn't go to see this one.
Same, but like when you watch this movie, like you will feel things you weren't expecting. That's all I have to say.
I'm going to watch it now that it's like
and
nominated.
I hate this guy. I hate Timothy Chalamet.
I think you take the cake for hating on Timothy Chalamet. I'm pretty like neutral about it for the most part, but yeah, it just didn't seem like the kind of thing I would be interested in. But you guys have swayed me. I will watch it.
I think I gotta hear Bella roast Timothy Chalamet after watching this movie now. So
I would love.
Oh yeah. Oh Bella, you will. I think Bella will like go in on his character for how he treats women specifically. I think
he's
probably for the best I didn't watch it before this. Then
you would probably. She is going to shred him.
Yeah, he doesn't treat women very well at all. But he is so. His character is so witty in this movie. Like he is so fast with his language and fast with his words and fast mouthed and witty. Like he has a comeback for everything. Like, and just when you think a character is gonna be like on top of him and like, okay, there's no way he's getting out of this. This character has him in a box. He somehow just talks his way or figures a way out, finagles out of it. I'm just like, it's insane.
Love it.
If there's
wild.
If there's anything to really critique about this film, it's that one, he's like not like really empathetic at all. And then the other thing was one of my buddy Jeff, who I sent you, like he does all those reviews. He said like, does this movie try to do like too much? Oh, for sure, but like it really like kind of hits every like beat, and you can forgive it for doing that.
And that's another thing too, like I said, with media literacy, is it's refreshing for me, I think personally, to have somebody to follow a character that's not a perfect person at all. Like this guy is way far from perfect. And I think it's more enriching and like sometimes enlightening to like watch a movie and follow a person that's not a great person and kind of see these different aspects of human beings and reality. Like not everybody's Superman. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I just think the whole thing, there has been a weird, of course, being in the movie space, there has been a weird like backlash on this movie about like, oh, it's kind of promoting this terrible behavior of this guy. And I'm just like, if you watch the movie, it's not at all. It's just he's a terrible character, but it's not promoting him in any way. Like it's not seeing him as a hero at all. Like he's not being portrayed as that. He's just you're just following a guy trying a terrible person, yes, but he's trying to achieve a dream. And I think anybody who wants to be great in life would love this movie because like it makes you want to chase greatness. I think it has that Kobe Bryant chase greatness type of, like, it's got that sports type feel where you just want to chase greatness type thing. It kind of hypes you up like that. And I'm just like, I don't know, ever since I watched this movie, and I can't wait to rewatch it, it's like given me motivation in my life to like stop putting things to the side, stop pushing things off and trying to actually like get better and like achieve greatness in certain areas. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to be a terrible person, but like,
it's like do it ethically.
But yeah, I'm gonna do it obviously, but like
it's harder to do it.
Yeah, it's harder to do that, but like it's the drive of him that's motivating. It's not how he does it; it's that drive, that aura that's coming off of him, of like the drive, and like he is just like
the confidence.
Yeah, like he's like it's not even failure is not even in my consciousness. Like he is so delusional, but like it's almost inspiring how delusional this guy is because it's like. I wish I could be like that where I can like just chase like that. I obviously not treat people bad, but like have more confidence in myself, I
think 2026 is the year we all harness our inner Delulu. I'm here for it.
Hey.
This is the perfect movie for that. Like it's
I like it.
But yeah, that's my number 2, Marty Supreme, and Max number 2.
Nice.
Fantastic movie.
I will watch it. I promise.
A24, send me a Marty Supreme jacket right now, please.
And hire him.
And hire
me. I'm going to get the segment in now. Hire me. But if you don't want to hire me, I get it. But at the same time, you should.
Don't sell yourself short, Jacob.
Man, he just lost the page out of Marty's playbook.
You have to Marty Supreme this.
All right, A24. I am the greatest to ever do it. Christopher Nolan, Steven Spielberg, nothing compared to me. Ryan Coogler, Sinners. I can make a 10 times better movie than that. One battle after another. I can make like a 20 times better movie than that. Get out of here, A24. I am the greatest. Hire me. Send me that jacket. I deserve one. I deserve 2 actually. Send me that. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
What's your number 2, Deontay? Or did we already give that?
Yeah, it was Fantastic Four.
All right. Mac, number 2?
Marty Supreme.
Oh, yeah. Bella already gave hers. So now we're all to our...
What was yours, Bella, again?
Weapons.
That's my number 2. Okay. Number 1.
Number 1 time. Oh, we're already back to me. This is boring.
You want to swap it up for this last one?
Yeah, let's swap it up because I just went on like a whole rant. Who has the number 1 left? I know Bella gave hers. Deontay, you have number 1?
Mine was The Long Walk.
They had Long
Walk. Okay, so yeah, so Mac.
Okay. I'm gonna post it right now in the chat, and you're about to find out what my number 1 is. Well, I'll post all of ours. So this movie, man, I was just like watching trailers I don't know, like I go to the movie. This was Jacob got me in the movie, so thank you for doing that. But like I'd like go to the movies and then like I'd see like this old guy and like he's he checks tickets and like he would all be like, "Hey pal, like how's it going?" All that. So like every time I go in and I see him, like it always like I don't know. It's always good to see him like light up my face and me to light up his. I don't know. We always have a good banter. But as I was going, anyway, I was really excited, and I'm mentioning this because, like, just seeing him that day, like, to see this movie that, like, was getting hyped a lot, and, like, I was like, I love the music in the trailer, and then, like, I kept saying, like, film of the year, like, best picture, like, blah, 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 all this stuff, and I was just like, man, like, this is my most anticipated, and I really hope it lives up to it, which it did. That movie is none other than Sentimental Value. I love this movie so much. Have you all? Who's seen it here? I know Jacob has.
I have not.
Just Jacob and I. And great movie. Yeah. So then I don't know, like. So I'll just tell you what the movie's like, what it's kind of about. This father, they're all Norwegian, live in Norway, Oslo, all that. He is a famous film director, and then he deals with family trauma, and he kind of leaves his two daughters as they're growing up because he's like coping with his old trauma, so he leaves them to go and pursue his dreams, which is to become a famous film director, which he achieves. And that's kind of like your exposition for the film. And then his two daughters kind of live without him because he was becoming famous, and then he comes back, and then he asks his eldest daughter if she wants to star in a film that he wrote himself, which is like kind of about her. You don't really know what it's about, but she like rejects it because she like can't stand him. She can't act for him, but she's a aspiring actress. She does theater, and the opening part of this film, she is dealing with stage fright, stage anxiety, and like she deals with it before performances sometimes. And she's a really good actor. The actress herself, I can't say her name. If anybody could find me pronunciation, please. Shout it out. I don't know how to say it, but I don't want to butcher her name. But she's fantastic. And her subtle, like, the acting's so nuanced in this film, and it's very like subtle, and the script it's a little like showy, like a little sometimes, but the performances and the way they deliver the dialogue is like so nuanced that like it doesn't really feel like showy dialogue, which that's just props to the actors and the directors for getting this film on the right steps. But she's dealing with stage like fright and anxiety, and I think like it's like because of her like generational trauma, like from like her parents, and like she doesn't like, because her dad wanted her to act in films when she was younger, and then she like I'm going to share my favorite moment of the film, and it's the ending and then the beginning, which is like when like you get this beautiful cinematography on the stage, also like candy for theater people who love theater or film, especially at the beginning. But there's like this like another like rule in like theater that like one of my I wouldn't say it's a rule, but like you don't need anyway, I always say that's what I said last time. But like when you're about to like, when you were next to an actor and like you're like, especially on stage, and you're like 5 feet like away from them, and like you're like face to face, like there's only like two things you could do, which is either like you could like punch them or like fight them or whatever, or you kiss them. Like there's like no in between really. And that, I don't know, it's like kind of a subjective thing, but like literally like in the first 5 minutes, she does like both of these things backstage with this guy. And I was like, this is like made for theater people. I love this. And then she does that, and then she goes on stage and like she like does like this brilliant performance. And it doesn't show it all, but you could just tell from like the set design, like from like all this, and I don't know, it's just really well done. But then when she rejects to do the film from her father, he starts casting to fill the role from somebody else, and then he like brings on like the most famous American actress, a fictional character. This is a fictional story. Rachel Kemp, which is played by Elle Fanning. And Elle Fanning, she's a good actress. Like she tries her best to like sympathize with it. But she's also struggling with like, this is about your daughter, and like, it's very weird, but I don't know, the film seems like surface level at first, kind of with like, it seems very straightforward, like like dad doesn't want, like dad is working to get to fix relationship with daughter by writing a screenplay about her. That is like, it's like, okay. But then, and I was just like, oh, I was like, I don't know if this is like a 5-star film. And then like I got to the end, and then like they start like the main girl's sister, she like searches the family history. I won't spoil it, but she goes through their family history, and then it like breaks down the generational trauma, and then like also like the short film that the dad made about the girls when they were younger, like adds on to that without spoiling what that is. And he shot the film with his daughters when they were like 4 or 5, and then the little girl, she's crying like in like a train without spoiling it. But I was just like, this kind of, it just reminded me of how like other people like hurt us, and how we use art to share our feelings. And then they do such a great job at selling this, and I was just like, where is this film going? I can't spoil the ending, but like I'm thinking one thing's gonna happen, and then it has like a great reversal at the last moment, and like it was a really cool like first time viewing experience as I was watching it, because like I was able to figure out just before it happened. I'm like, this is brilliant, and like it's not predictable either. And it also like resolves the whole family trauma, and in a kind of unconventional way. But yeah, kind of like a really heartfelt, nuanced film. Just really touched me. I got a little teary at the end. Yeah, I think it was this film, Hamnet, and then Bob Torino. I think those were the only films that made me cry. But I was just like, wow. I was like, this film will be as well. And honestly, like Marty Supreme or Hamnet, I really could take the #1 spot. Like, but like I just felt like this film did the most for me. And I don't know, maybe I didn't give Marty Supreme the top spot just because I hate Timothy Chalamet so much. But I also felt like this film related more to me, and it like had so much more empathy. Like I empathized so much more with this film than the other one. Not to, I mean, I gave it my #2 spot out of 120 films, so it's not like I didn't dislike Marty Supreme at all. I thought it was a 5-star film, but I didn't have any 5-star films last year. Fun fact, I had 4.5s. But I had 4 5-star films this year. And then one of them wasn't in the top 10 actually, but I just like, anyway. But that was a good film. I won't mention it, but check out my Letterboxd if you really want to find out. I just like, I don't know. I just thought like the plot was like a little simpler than the others. But yeah. Sentimental value. I don't know. I think people are rooting more for like, I think Hamnet has a higher chance to win Best Picture, but I'd really love it if this did. But I think Sinners also has a good shot, and a few others. But yeah, this film, very not a lot of people have seen it, believe it or not, but very slept on.
Yeah, you got the Skarsgård dad in this movie too, like Papa Skarsgård.
Stella is in everything.
Yeah, he's amazing in this.
He is a great performance. Definitely deserves the nomination.
I also gave this 5 stars. This is just outside of my top 10. It just got knocked out of my top 10. I actually think adding Marty Supreme knocked it out of the top 10 actually. But oof.
I'm kidding.
I love this movie. Especially, I can relate to the using art to express the emotions and not really facing your trauma, but instead trying to make a film out of it. Like that's such a twisted way to do it, but I could so see people doing that. And I feel like a lot of people use movies and like music for to feel their emotion or to get their emotion out. And I'm very much that type of person. So I could kind of see that wavelength relate to that part for sure. I just love all the filmmaking stuff in this. It's definitely a film for like Max said, theater people, film people. I think film people more than theater people even.
Yeah, I would say so.
My favorite scene in this is, I won't say what he gives, but he gives a gift to his grandson. And it's these two movies. And I won't say the movies, but the two movies he gives to his grandson are absolutely hilarious. Like, these are two movies you should not give to, I think the kid is like 10.
Oh God.
And he gives like these two movies to this 10-year-old kid. And it's just like, that's such a film. Like, I could see somebody like a film director giving a kid that, because like, he's like, this will teach you about women and this will teach you about mothers or something. Like, it's some kind of funny thing like that. It's just like,
so good.
Like, he uses, like, this guy, the dad uses film for basically everything in his life, to learn and to like get out everything. It's something I've been guilty of falling into sometimes. So like, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, not a lot of heart too, and a lot of like
Yeah.
actually comedic relief, surprisingly.
Uh-oh.
She'll be back.
We lost Bella.
Bellas, she'll be back. So, my number one.
And she has returned.
She's back. I missed you.
I decided to die for like a second.
No, don't do that. I got
Rest in peace.
scared. But yeah. So I was just about to say my number one. So perfect timing.
Oh,
This is to finish it.
Oh yeah.
I cannot hear you anymore, Jacob.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, and then
Why is
another
everybody
one.
leaving me? Leave me.
Wi-Fi is weird right now. I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi is perfect right now, shockingly. And I'm usually the one with the connection issues most of the time.
And he's back.
One of us might be next. Oh
Can
no.
you hear me?
I just reloaded it. I didn't lose connection. I reloaded it so I could hear Jacob.
Can you hear me, Papa?
Yep.
Okay. My number one is a movie I watched the night after me and Bill did our podcast on Wicked for Good. So it was like one of these things where I was just like, I heard this movie's good. It's a Netflix movie though, so I was like, I don't know. And like, I watched it expecting maybe like a 3.5 star type experience. I love the main actor, and then it absolutely blew me away. This and Materialist were the two most emotional for me. It was right there with Materialist, and it almost made me. This one about made me cry too. It is Train Dreams. This is a underrated sleeper pick. I think this deserves Best Picture. I think Train Dreams should win Best Picture for me personally. If it's not that, it's Marty Supreme for me. Those two, but I think Train Dreams deserves it. This at least deserves Best Cinematography. This far and away has the best cinematography of the year. And if we already know on this podcast, I'm a cinematography whore. And this movie is one of the most gorgeous movies I've seen in the last decade. It is so beautifully shot. I could not, it like inspired, it made me want to pick up my camera and like go shoot in the woods or something. Like, it was, the cinematography was just like, I can't. And I watched this at home on Netflix streaming, but it's still so good. Like, and I still can't believe, because like, I'm not a big Netflix, I try to fight against Netflix for all their tactics they do, but like, when they're right, man. And Train Dreams, I don't know how they picked this up. Obviously, I mean, Netflix didn't help produce this at all. They just picked it up. But the fact they have a great eye for picking content lately, because this movie is so beautiful. It is basically, it's Joel Edgerton is the main actor. It's also got Felicity Jones in it. what is her name? Carrie Condon, who's also in F1. She's in Banshees of Inisherin as well. She's amazing. She has a smaller role, but she's great in it as well. And it is about, it is such, and it sounds so boring. It is, again, set in the 1920s, kind of like Sinners, but in a different area. It's kind of set in the Pacific Northwest, kind of Northwest, more Washington, that area. I'm not for sure exactly. I think it's Oregon, Washington, somewhere in there. And it's about a logger from the 1920s and his entire life. And it follows this logger from the 1920s, his basically his entire life, and it goes through the periods of time. And it's a perfect snapshot of America from just like a poor guy's perspective in this time period. Like, he basically just, it's called Train Dreams. He's always working like on the railroad or working on in forests all across different places. And he has to leave home a lot, and he's the only one bringing home, and he has a wife and a kid. And it snuck up on me. It surprised me how beautiful it was. Like, I literally got so emotional and teary-eyed multiple times throughout this movie. It gave me goosebumps. The cinematography, if it doesn't win the cinematography at the Oscars, they're stupid. Nothing beats this. I don't care. One battle after another, Sinners, all of them don't even come close to the cinematography of this film. It is gorgeous. It is. I just can't even. I can't even explain how beautiful this movie is. William H. Macy has such a small role in this movie. Such a small role. He's in the movie about 10 minutes. And he should have got a Best Supporting Actor nomination. He is phenomenal in this movie. There is one sequence, I won't spoil what happens because it's kind of an integral part of the movie. There's a sequence between him and our main character, Joel Edgerton, and the conversation they have just about simple things in life is just so profound and so moving. And it makes you appreciate life, and it shows you that even if you don't think you give, because like he's just this logger, this lonely logger. He has a wife and kids, but he gets separated from them part in the movie. But it shows that even the smallest of people can have the biggest impact on things. Like people, it does, like, you don't know. It's kind of like that It's a Wonderful Life type thing where like you don't know how many lives you impact and how much you do on this earth and in this world. And I think it's important for everybody to watch because life is so precious. And this movie is one of those movies that make you realize that and remember that. It makes you think about your life and like your choices you made. It's really reflective. It's really heartbreaking at times, just absolutely heartbreaking. It's so beautifully written. Even though the script is not that much dialogue, there's just a few conversations really. It's mainly just visuals and kind of visual storytelling. And it's just perfect. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite. I'd probably put it as like one of my favorite films ever. Like in general, like it's crossed that echelon. It's not my favorite film just of the year. It's probably of the decade. It's up there. Even it is so beautiful. It has such a loneliness about it, and it just, but also there's such a beautifulness at the same time. And it really captures that so well. And like I said in my materialist talk, I'm a hopeless romantic, and there is a romance part in this movie about romance and life, and it is so like heartbreaking, but also so like beautiful at the same time. His relationship he has with his wife is just amazing. Felicity Jones is barely in the movie. She gives an outstanding performance as well. And it's just like so beautiful, the relationship. It's so simple and it just makes you really think about life. Like it's hard to explain this movie because it's such a feeling more than it is. anything else. You feel something. Like if you watch this movie and it doesn't make you feel something, you may be a sociopath. I don't know. It may I don't see how people are because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just boring. It's just about a logger who has a terrible, horrible life." It's like I feel like you're missing the entire point of the movie. If that's your takeaway from the movie, is it's just about this logger that has a horrible life, then I don't think you're seeing exactly what the storytelling is trying to tell you here. It's just like because he has a rough life. It is a very it's not a happy movie, but at the same time, it's beautiful in the way it's portrayed, and it just shows that even in the worst times in life, people are beautiful. Life is beautiful and precious, and you should hold on to that. And the people in your life you love, you should really be thankful for them and make sure they know that, and make sure that people around you, that even though you may think you're not doing anything in this world, you are making an impact on somebody's life in some way. It's so beautiful. It's so understated too. It's not over the top. It's not heavy-handed in your face. Like I said, it's mostly visual storytelling. Like the ending of this movie is right there with Morty Supreme for me for best ending, where he's just in a plane ride, and then he's having a flashback of all his memories of life, like his mom holding him when he was a kid, him being with his wife, him being with his friends, and it's just like this beautiful snapshot of just like memories, and it's like, man, just talking about it gets me a little choked up thinking about it because it makes you think about your own life and just like your memories and the people you've loved in your life. It's just like, man. So yeah, Train Dreams is my number one. It blew me away. I watched it. Like I said, I watched it after our podcast that night. It was late at night. I didn't expect anything really. I was just like, okay, people are talking about this movie. It seems kind of cool. It wasn't on my radar really. And then I watched it, and I was like, that is perfect. I cannot believe that beat Materialist, but it did. And it was like, man, I could not believe that movie. It is so beautiful. Watch Train Dreams. It's on Netflix. Most people have a Netflix subscription, so it's probably the most accessible movie. It's on Netflix right now. Please watch it. It deserves Best Picture for me. That's my Best Picture pick. Joel Edgerton's amazing. He's such an underrated actor. He's so good, and he's never really gets his flowers. He's so good in so many things. The Gift, he directed. Warrior, he's great in. So many. There's another Netflix movie called The Stranger that is so good with him in it. Felicity Jones is so great too in this. Like I said, William H. Macy deserved a supporting actor. It's crazy he didn't get one. He is so amazing in this movie. And I don't know. I watched it in a weird point in time I was in a weird headspace when I watched it, and it really made me it knocked me out of my funk, I guess, or whatever it was. I was just in a weird, not a good headspace when I watched this movie at all. And it really just kind of knocked me out of it. I was like, man, I need to be more appreciative of the things around me. It just really made me come around. I think that's the theme of my top three is they all kind of impacted my life in some different way and I think that's the beauty of film, and that's what film should do is impact your life and not just be something you watch and forget about. You think about, it makes you want to be a better person. It makes you appreciate something that you didn't appreciate so much in your life. So yeah, Train Dreams number one by far. Marty Supreme, I thought about it when I got out of the theater. Marty Supreme, I was like, oh, does this beat Train Dreams? And I was like, it can't. I felt too much with Train Dreams. It made me feel the most out of any movie this year. Yeah, beautiful movie, heartbreaking, beautiful, wonderful. Loved it.
Hell yeah!
Have y'all seen it? I have not seen it.
I know Mac has.
Yeah, I was like, Jacob summed it up all right there. It's a fantastic movie and really emotional, heartfelt. Yeah, I would agree with Jacob. It probably should win Best Cinematography. I was like, if it doesn't, I mean, there's a lot of other good nominees, but I don't know. I would agree with you on that.
There's one scene with the house on fire that is just gorgeous. I won't say what's happening or what's going on, but there's just a shot of a house on fire, and you could almost feel the warmth of the fire, like that. That's how good the shot was. Like I don't. That sounds so weird to say, and I sound like such a cinematographer nerd right now. But like you could feel it. You could feel
Wow,
it.
you are a cinematographer nerd. What?
Yeah, you could feel the heat from the fire. You could feel the texture of it. You could. I was just like, oh my! I was just like, how do you shoot this, man? Like, and it's in a I think it's 4:3 ratio. It's not full screen. It's not widescreen. It's in a 4:3, so it's more of a square, and it's even on a streaming service because it doesn't have I hope it gets a physical media release sometime because it would look even more beautiful on 4K, like actual disc, but like or in a theater. I couldn't even imagine seeing this in a theater, but like even on streaming at home, it's a shame that Netflix didn't really give it a theater release besides a very limited, like 1 week in different like big cities. But like, yeah, I hope it gets a theater re-release maybe sometime or something. Maybe if it wins Best Picture, maybe it could. I don't know, but it deserves to be seen on big screens. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, you can thank a man by the name of Adolfo Veloso, a Brazilian cinematographer.
Yeah, I've never heard of that cinematographer. I looked him up. I don't think I've seen any of his work besides this. He's got a very, very bright future. At least he should have a very bright future because, man, and the director too, Cliff Bentley is the director. Or Clint Bentley. Cliff or Clint?
Clint. Yep, it's Clint.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've seen anything by him either. And he just like, I don't know. He just has an eye. And it was just, I feel like even talking about it just now, I literally just had to wipe my face with my shirt because I had a little, like my nose was getting a little runny. My eyes were getting a little watery. Like literally like, I don't know if y'all caught that, but I had to do a little swipe there because like it just talking about it just gets me emotional, man. Oh man, Train Dreams is amazing. Definitely watch that.
Had a couple of those swipes throughout the conversation. Yeah.
It's an emotional film year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this like I said, this year has just had some like heaters,
Bangers,
emotional. So yeah, we got our number ones out. Long Walk for Deontay. Well, I guess just so everybody knows to remember because I will not remember. Top 5. Mine was Long Walk, Fantastic Four, Materialist, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams.
Yes.
What was yours, everybody? Just go through it real quick. Just say it.
All right, so Bella?
Oh, never mind. Go Deontay. You got it.
All right. my number 1 is The Long Walk. Number 2 was Fantastic Four. Number 3, Superman. Number 4, Sinners. Number 5, Weapons.
Nice. Twinless. Let's see if I remember this. Twinless, Ballad of Wallace Island, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value.
Nice.
Mine was Lurker, Bring Her Back, Companion, Weapon, Sinners.
What are those all those top 5? Variety.
So much variety.
We weren't basic bitches today. We weren't.
Right?
We were not.
we all had different. It's so beautiful, but yeah.
Movies that spoke to our souls specifically.
Yeah, it was a great year for movies. 2025. Come on now.
2026 better step it up.
I think 2026 may destroy this year, shockingly, just because we have the Odyssey, which of course that's
Chris
my
Nolan.
Literally my number 1. Mm-hmm. If you know me, Chris Nolan's gonna be there.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
and Travis Scott.
Travis Scott is in the Odyssey. I saw that. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. I love
man.
Yeah.
Is he the Odyssey?
Honestly, though, I'm not even gonna lie. I think my number 1 is not even the Chris Nolan movie. I just remembered.
Oh,
it's Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I think.
Hey.
That's my number 1 because I am so excited for Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my guy.
Man.
Spider-Man's been my guy since I was a little toddler. So like, yeah, brand new. Anytime a Spider-Man movie comes out, that's probably gonna be my most anticipated of the year. So like, Brand New Day, and then the Odyssey for sure, and then Dune Part 3, of course, and
It's
then
gonna be a good year.
3. Oh my god.
Avengers Doomsday, which I don't really, I don't know, and then what else we got coming? Scream 7. We got a new Scream, guys.
But we got a new
Masters of the
thing.
Universe.
Oh yeah, He-Man. I watched a little He-Man growing up. I might check that movie out. I'm
Super
really excited
Mario.
for Scream 7. Actually, I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm
I'm excited.
Thank you, Mac. I
really am. I love Scream.
I love Scream so much.
Even if the movies are bad, I'll still watch it.
Yeah, anything in that Scream franchise, I'm there day one, even if it's bad.
I feel like we're all Ghostface fans in here.
Well, yeah, that's Bella's movie is Scream,
Hey.
which I don't know how Bella feels about Scream 7 though. I feel like
I have so many mixed opinions about this, Jacob. It's bad.
Uh-oh.
yeah, I feel like you are going to be a little because it is very controversial how things happen for sure.
Oh yeah, that's honestly like my biggest hang up with it is just how business went down around that film being made. But yeah, I am excited because fundamentally I love Ghostface and I'm always happy to see him on my screen.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. I will say I am a little tired of seeing Sidney Prescott, but it's a Scream movie, so I'm going to be there.
Exactly.
Have a Scream marathon before I go see the 7th one.
I'll just skip 6. What?
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Oh yeah,
Supergirl.
And, I'm really excited for. I don't know anything about this movie, but I just saw a poster for it. I haven't seen a trailer. I don't think they've dropped a trailer, but this might be my most anticipated. I think it comes out in April or March. But the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya,
yeah, the drama.
I was like, I want to see that. I was like,
A24. Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, A24, a romance breaking down. I'm there. Also, Obsession. I am so excited for as a horror fan.
Obsession, yeah.
Because
Go ahead. I was also gonna say I'm excited for Bride.
Oh yeah,
Bride, yeah,
in like a month, doesn't it?
Jesse Buckley, Christian.
I'm
Bale.
Ready or Not too. I'm curious about.
Oh, Ready or Not too. I'm so lit. I'm so lit for it.
I love Ready or Not.
I love Ready or Not too. And adding Catherine Newton is just like, yeah, come on.
Just genius. Love it.
And I love seeing Samara Weaving back, and hopefully, because I know last year she didn't really have that great of a year, so I didn't watch Borderline, but I didn't see much about it, so
me neither.
I'm looking at a list now.
Yeah, Ready or Not 2 up there for sure, but for me it's probably like I said, Brand New Day and then Odyssey are the top, of course. Anything different would be a lie.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to know though, Bella. You said you weren't surprised when Marty Supreme was in my top 5. Why wasn't that? Since you've never seen the movie, I'm calling you out now. I just remembered you said that when I told you that was in my top 5. You're like, I'm not surprised at all, and I was like, what does that mean?
Okay, so I remember I had somebody explain to me the marketing of it being like Timothée Chalamet, like in a board meeting being like, Marty Supreme, it's like this, and like he's just spouting off at the mouth. And I was like, I remember when the person was explaining to me like everything about this trailer, and then when I found out like what the premise of it was, I was like, I don't know, this feels like a Jacob movie in my brain. Like I have like such a distinct memory of like having someone explain it to me, and I was like, I feel like this is gonna be something Jacob's gonna talk about.
Yep.
You were so on the net.
Right up his alley.
Nail on the head. Nail on the head. I hate to admit it, but yeah. Nail on the head.
It just sounded like the kind of movie you would be into.
Yeah.
I love me an anxiety, Safdie brother thriller.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, he was playing Marty in that trailer, that little marketing thing with the fake Zoom call.
No, he was just playing. He was just being he was playing a more arrogant version of himself, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just very meta Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
trying to be
About
obnoxious
time
and
somebody
arrogant.
explained it. I asked Jacob, I was like, explain it to me, because he sent me a 30-minute Jacob sends me reels all the time, and like I try my best to get through them, but then he sent this one was 30 minutes. It was the Zoom call. I was like, there's no way I'm watching this.
It was a long
I'm
video.
not gonna watch
I
it.
watched the whole video and ate it
I'll
up.
watch the movie. I will not watch that the 30 minute
And Timothy
reel.
was being mean to people in that video. So it's like,
I
what-
watched the whole video and ate it. I ate that video up. That is my favorite video of the year. It was just so good.
Yeah.
somebody
People said,
talked
like,
over him.
Brilliant marketing. It was like, yeah.
It's so good marketing. I still have him going schwat in my head.
Sweat. It's like, what does that even mean? Where did that come from?
Good time. Schwat. Uncut
Schwat.
gems. Schwat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because somebody talked over him and it was like, yeah, you just talked over me. And then just proceeded to keep talking. It was like, oh my God.
What I think he means by schwep is he's saying like swept at the awards. Like he's saying like it sweeps, you know?
Ah.
Like but he's saying like schwep, like a funny, you know, like a funny version. I think that's what that is. But
Fair enough.
Marty Supreme might be schwepping, so you never know.
We'll see.
I'm
Yeah.
holding out hope for sinners. That is the one I am championing.
I think that's the one. I think that'll be.
Yeah.
I think that's a lock. I mean, to get the most nominations, everybody loves it. It's universal. I think. I'm not
16
mad.
nominations. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. The only thing I'm mad about is I wish Train Dreams got more attention than it has, because it's such a sleeper. I'm just like, come on.
I was happy it got a Best Picture nomination. Like
I am happy.
I wasn't thinking it was going to, just because it was a Netflix film and it was like not well known, but you know.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, the score for Train Dreams is beautiful. The score is underrated on that too. And there's an original song by Nick Cave. I don't even listen to Nick Cave, but I know he's like a famous like indie artist or something, isn't he? Something
Nick Cave and the
legendary.
Bad Seeds?
Yeah. He made an original song for Train Dreams.
Ooh.
I'm
And
looking into this because
I
I do love
I've
Nick
listened-
Cave and the Bad Seeds.
I've never listened to him before this song. Like I've heard of him, but I've never listened to him, and I love the song.
You probably know more of his music than you think you do.
Ooh.
Probably.
Red Right Hand?
Right.
That's the one from Scream, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's on
okay.
like a million different film scores.
So that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
Children, do you remember the song that Harry and Hermione danced to in Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
all
part-
Nick Cave and the Bad
Part
Seeds.
1, right?
Yes.
I
Yes,
was like,
part one,
yeah,
not
I
part
know what
two.
you meant. I knew
Sorry.
what you meant immediately, though.
Thank you. Thank you, Mac.
It's been a while, but I think I remember that. Yeah.
I just don't have like a core memory for Mac, I think.
That was like one of the best surprises out of like all the movies.
I agree.
But yeah, he made an original song for Train Dreams, and it's a gorgeous song, and it fits. It kind of goes with the theme of the movie. It's called Train Dreams, but it literally goes with it kind of has the theme of it has the vibe and the feeling and the theme of the movie really captured well. It's up for best song for Oscars. I don't think it's going to win it over Sinners, but or even K-pop Demon Hunters is probably going to beat it. But I think it's a great song. I love it.
Can I just say, if I weren't doing the horror theme, K-pop Demon Hunters absolutely would have been an honorable mention for me.
I just watched that last night.
What did you think?
That was one of the last movies I watched. I absolutely thought it was amazing.
It's so good.
Damn.
I'm not into K-pop. I'm not into anime. I'm notoriously one of my best friends is an anime nut, and he hates because we'll be in the manga section of Barnes and Noble.
Yep.
And I'll always call it I'll always be like, "Did you find any anime?" And he'll be like, "You." Because I forget it's different, because anime is the animation version. Obviously, manga's the books, but like I always just mix it up in my head because I'm not an anime person at all. But like I watched it because it was one of those roundup, things for the Oscars and stuff. Last night I watched it, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, oh, I like this. Like some of the animation is so gorgeous in that movie. I was like, I hope it wins Best Animated Feature for sure. It was great.
Oh yeah.
And the songs, I've never listened to K-pop in my life. Like I don't care about K-pop. Not that person. But like some of them songs are bangers. So I was like, oh my god. Like I was feeling it.
Over my playlist recommendations. It's terrible.
Oh, it's got bangers. Like I couldn't believe it. And the way they incorporated the music with the visuals and some of the sequences, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Fair.
I think you would like it, Deontay, because you're into anime. I think you would like it.
I think everyone would like it.
I mean, honestly, if I thought it was great, I think you would like it too, Matt. Honestly, because I'm not the target audience whatsoever, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's been flooding my Facebook feed for months, and people will not stop talking about it.
It got so big that they put it in theaters. Like it wasn't even in theaters, and then it got so big. It was even in my theater, like our local theater, Deontay, that barely gets anything. And it was showing for like months. I was like, crap. Like it's got a following for sure.
Yeah.
Children everywhere are enamored.
I wouldn't mind watching it again. Like it was fun. And then the last movie I watched for the end of the year was Bone Lake.
Yes.
Nice.
I saw you log that this morning. I was like, I gotta talk to Jacob about this.
What a movie. What a movie to end it on. In the end of the year on was Bone Lake.
Do you remember what I told you about it?
Was it about the Florence Pugh thing?
What?
Somebody told me that the girl looked like Florence Pugh. Was that you?
I don't think so. I didn't think she looked like her, but I could see that. Oh no,
she reminded me of Florence Pugh. So
I was just like, this movie isn't that great, but like it's a fun time. But like also like this is like it. There's nothing explicit. Like there's no nudity or like I'm in it. But like this is like easily the horniest movie of 2025. Like
there's a whole new meaning to Bone Lake,
so.
Right?
I was like, Bone
I mean,
Lake.
it's in the name. It's in the name, Bone Lake. It is that type of movie. It's
if it's not, it's definitely like top like 3.
Oh yeah, it's a very sexual movie for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus.
Well, alrighty.
And I was watching it at midnight, just sitting there watching it.
Yeah. Hey, screw.
My late night times. Yeah, but so yeah, that's our top 25 or top 5. Excuse me.
2025.
Of 2025, and this is the 25th episode, which is crazy. Yeah. Think about that. We talked about our top of 2025, and it's the 25th episode.
That's actually so fun.
That's actually kind of cool how we timed that. That was pretty.
Is.
And we didn't even plan this. Like that just happened.
Wow, our 26th episode should be. No, I'm kidding.
Just wait a whole year. Just wait a whole year. Our tops, no. Yeah, and I don't know what the next episode is going to be. I have no clue what it will be. I don't know what's coming out. I know Send Help is coming out. I don't know if we'll do a video. I love Sam Raimi. He's one of my favorite directors. Always will be. Spider-Man, Evil Dead, all that. But
top 5 for me.
Yeah, he's in my top 10 always. But I'm definitely going to watch it. Don't know if we'll have a video on it. I'll have a review on Letterboxd, and I'll have a out of theater reaction for sure. And then The Bride. We might do one on Scream, possibly. Scream could be the next one because it is in the next month.
Project Hail Mary.
Oh,
June.
Mac, you just reminded me. I gotta take out one of my top anticipated. Project Hail Mary has to be there. Obviously,
that's your man.
Obviously. So okay. So Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Odyssey, Project Hail Mary is my top 3.
You gotta get Ryan in there.
2026.
Right.
If it's Ryan Gosling, I'm gonna watch it. Sci-fi Ryan Gosling. Like I'm even thinking about buying the book just to read the book. I've heard the book is great, but I'm excited for. And it's the Lord and Miller directing it, who did the 21 Jump Street movies, the Spider-Verse movies. Like,
Yeah.
It's
That's
set to
gonna
be
be
good.
It's got to be good, just with that directing team and Ryan Gosling. Come on now, and the book is amazing too. Apparently, I've heard he's the same guy that wrote The Martian. So
Yeah. The comedy, The Martian.
February is such a dry month for movies.
yeah, so our next one will be Scream, or it will be Project Hail Mary coming out sometime. I think that's March though, ain't it? So
Yeah,
it's
March.
April or is
April. Oh,
Oh, it is April? Okay.
It won't be that then. We'll be sooner than that. It'll be like maybe The Bride, or maybe Spider-Man. Maybe Scream 7 or The Bride, probably the two I'm looking at for the next episode. Probably those are the two that I'm thinking might be the episode ones that I would talk about.
What about the
Fandango would let you
Bone Temple?
organize this thing.
Man, I would do an episode on Bone Temple. That's a 5 out of 5 masterpiece. I love Bone Temple.
Bone Temple is awesome.
I feel like the time has passed by the time we get another podcast out for it.
Unless we do like a whole episode on the 28 franchise.
I do love that franchise, but I don't know. I'd have to go through it all again. I don't know. I'm lazy. But definitely, I'm thinking probably a lock almost will probably be Scream 7. Probably is going to be the next one. Because that's within the next month, I know. I think it's February 20th. So, and that'll be one a lot of people will be interested in for sure.
Yeah.
I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Jenna left because of scheduling conflicts. We all know why she really left. And my beautiful baby, Melissa Barrera. I shouldn't have said beautiful baby. That was weird to say. My beautiful actress, Melissa Barrera, who was a great lead. And then, yeah.
You empty the magazine in your own foot. Oh.
And then, but hey, Kevin Williamson's back.
Hey.
But he's directing it. He's not writing it. It's so weird.
The main like Scream franchise.
Review. Yeah, he was the original writer of Scream, wasn't he?
I think the original writer of Scream was Wes.
Wasn't it him too, though? I thought it was Kevin and Wes.
It may have been.
I think it's both of them did the first Scream. So, like, the fact that he's coming back excites me. But, like, he's not writing it, though. That's what's so weird about it. He's just directing. So, that's kind of, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah.
Original screenplay is Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson.
Look at me. I'm a genius.
Whew.
Good work.
Memory game strong.
Scream 7, next episode. Look out for it, probably. Scream 7, The Bride. It's going to be a horror episode. One of those. Well, I mean, The Bride, it is a horror movie. Yeah.
I mean, the trailer suggests yes.
Right.
It looks like it's going to be wild.
We could get Catfish again like we did for Companion. That wasn't a horror movie at all.
It was
a great movie.
It's like a comedic thriller.
Yeah. I'll definitely go with that.
I love, but yeah, that'll be the next one. Bride or Scream 7. Look out for that for sure.
Yeah. We got
anything you guys want to plug?
No new episode of Craven Conventions?
Y'all, it's been a year. Slowly but surely working on that. Have no idea when I'm going to be releasing a new episode. I will be posting more in like the next few days on like my actual social media page for Craven Conventions. But yeah, no, as far as the episodes, TBD. But you can still because I will be posting updates.
Yes.
Be on the lookout for that. Follow Craven Conventions on Instagram. Deontay's still in the works on like Saturday Night Nerd stuff. We don't know exactly what's going on there, I know, but some things are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Mac, he's starting to write reviews on Letterboxd. Please go follow Mac on Letterboxd because
follow me.
I'm not trying to be Glazer here, a Glizzy Glazer, but his reviews. I know he's one of my best friends, so this is gonna sound so insincere, but I mean this like from an unbiased. My brain is the bias is gone. I hate Mac actually. His letterbox reviews are so well written. Like I will tell you this, his reviews are better written than any of mine. Like I'm
That
telling you,
is so insincere, Jacob.
I'm being so for real right now. He writes the best reviews I have read. Like when I read this first review, he literally inspired me to start writing on Letterboxd. I was like, I'm gonna start doing this on Letterboxd. This is fun because of how well written his reviews are.
I promise you, they're not that good, and I promise you, if you've been on Letterboxd and you've read other reviews, you're like, this sucks, dude.
No, no, best reviews on Letterboxd. Please follow him on Letterboxd. Don't let him say that he's just being humble.
I appreciate it.
Glaze
Literally,
that man. Glaze
the
that
best
man.
reviews. Follow me on Letterboxd as well, but mine aren't. I sometimes say like a few words, like I don't really go into it. Obviously, follow Jacob's Film Perspectives on Instagram, TikTok, Substack, YouTube, Facebook. Yeah. Because my Substack is so dead. Substack is such a dead app for real. Nobody's on there. I'm like, what's happening on this app?
Right.
It's an awesome app, though.
I barely use it, so I couldn't tell you. I need to get better with it. But
Nobody
yeah.
has the app. You got to send us the link, and then we open the link, and then it's like, do you want to accept these cookies? And it's like, I guess.
Only if they're chocolate chip.
Yeah, so follow me on all that. I'll have more out of theater action soon. Send help. I'll probably have out of theater action for that. Raimi's my baby, so I got to do it. And the next episode of JFP will be Scream 7 or Bride in the next 3 weeks, month, whatever coming. That'll be that.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Hope you find your dad.
Why is the thing blocking my? Oh, there we go.